I'll just take your lead on what we're going to do.
Welcome into Livingston Academy. We're ready for basketball. Some technical difficulties to get started, but we're back on. We're going to the old-fashioned way, and we're going to have fun. It's the rivalry round number 2 between Livingston and Pickett County, and it's going to be a fun one. Casey, very quickly, this Pickett County team coming off of a tough loss. Livingston, they've been playing some really good basketball over the last few games, and, well, haven't played very many games since they last played Pickett. They've only played 2 games since then, but 2 big wins for them.
Yeah, when I think about Casey's keys tonight, Jacob, for Livingston Academy, really, protecting the basketball. Don't bail out drives to the lane with cheap fouls. They've got a lot of bigs inside, going to be able to alter some shots. So don't let the drivers get in there and create havoc and create foul trouble for them. Really, I think getting early momentum, we got a great crowd filling in here, and really make Pickett County respond. They got a young team. They're coming into a hostile environment. So really test that mental toughness. And then lastly, Jacob, make someone other than Wood or Lowe make plays. And as we talked about last time we played Livingston, they got a lot of depth to wear Pickett County down.
Pickett County Lady Bobcats getting set to take on the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats. We'll hear the keys for Livingston coming up in just a little bit. Right now, we're going to take a short break, come back, and we'll hear from Ella Keisling, a sophomore, for the Lady Bobcats. That's coming up next.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Welcome back on Pickett County Lady Bobcats basketball, talking with sophomore guard Ella Keisling of the Lady Bobcats. Ella, you've had a pretty strong start to the year this year. How do you feel you've played to start this season?
I think we played pretty good, and as a team, we just need to keep doing that every game.
Now, personally for you, you've scored as many as 19 points in a ball game. Do you think you're playing up to your potential, or do you think you're still trying to work and get better every day?
I'm trying to work and get better every day.
What's a couple of things that you've maybe been focusing on in practice to work on in your game to try to get to that point that you mentioned?
Making post entries to the post and looking there and just driving, looking for gaps.
Now, what excites you about getting another chance at Livingston? You fell to them in the first game, but you get another chance this time on the road at their place and then possibly a chance to beat them. What excites you about that?
I'm just ready to battle and just come out and compete and just don't ever let down.
Now, lastly, Ella, what's been the message from Coach this week? Had a tough game against Coffee County. You're playing another really good opponent in Livingston. What's been the message from Coach Smith this week getting ready for these 2 games?
He just wants us to compete and just not ever let down, and all he expects from us is just effort.
That's sophomore Ella Keisling with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Lady Bobcats basketball. I'm talking with head coach Brent Smith before the Livingston game. Coach, I want to go back to the last loss against a very talented Coffee County squad. It was a loss, but what was the message to the team after that game? There were a lot of things that you could have learned in that one outside of just the stoppages, the game itself. What was the message to the team after that one?
Well, everything shows up in those games. You get by with some of these, even when we played Gordonsville, we got by some things that you couldn't get by with, of course, last night. But, we really focused on stopping the post and being physical in the post. And, that's not where our problem was. They got really hot from the perimeter and shot the lights out of it from the perimeter. That's, we just got to defend better. We're too soft in some areas, and not just in the post, but just on the ball as well.
Were there some positives that you were able to pull from that one when you look back at it?
Well, here's the deal. I mean, you got to find something positive. And, we got the fourth quarter, we had some kids hadn't played some. We took our first called charge of the year. That's really something we've really worked on, trying to get, that's a big play in girls basketball. And we've, and Cambry took that. So, we just, maybe on that, you got some more people in the game. We're going to have to find some people to play down the stretch. It's going to have to give some quality minutes.
Well, obviously, it doesn't get any easier. You get Livingston, the second game against them is 69-55 here at Pickett in the first game. Have you guys changed anything when you're looking at them? Have you changed anything in practice, or is it still just kind of working on yourselves and trying to give them your best shot?
Well, the thing about it is we gave up 20 offensive rebounds. We got to stop. That's got to be cut in half. And we turned the ball over. I think we turned it over. 18 times. They turned it over 2. So you figure out those possessions. There's 26 possessions that they got more than us. So it's still a relatively close game till middle of the way through the fourth quarter. So you cut some of those stuff out. You give yourselves a chance to win. We just turned the ball over on some things that even last night. I know the length causes some trouble, but turn the ball over to something that that we did, nothing that they did. So we got to handle the ball and box out be the biggest things.
When you have such a young team like this one, obviously you got Shayla, the lone senior, as well, but you're taking on 2 really talented teams this week. It's a tough week overall for everybody. How do you try to keep the confidence and the team morale high, taking on 2 teams like Livingston and Coffee County?
Well, you got to approach it as learning steps, and the thing is, last night you could almost just kick it out of the way and go on because, you're probably not going to play another team that's going to score, shoot 70% from the field the first half, and the first half is just what took care of the game. But sometimes you're just snake bit, and you got to learn from that. But just the message I sent was you got to compete. It don't matter who you're playing. So we got to learn to be competitive and have a competitive streak and stay and not just lay down. And not that we laid down last night, just that we ran into a ferocious storm and just have to. You can browbeat something to death, and you're still not going to improve from it. So you got to find some things in there and go on.
That's head coach Brent Smith with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanet Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanet Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanet Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanet Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Keisling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Keisling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates too. When you need insurance, call them or be sure and contact the team at Keisling Insurance or visit them online at keislingins.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable, gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Welcome back here to Livingston. We're just about ready for basketball. They haven't done the starting lineups yet, so we'll bring you those as well. Before we get there, Casey, you've got some keys for Livingston. They've been playing some good basketball. What have they been doing well, and what are they going to have to try to repeat from that first game here in this next one as well?
Yeah, actually, it's Pickett County that we're up to here, Jacob. So I really, they didn't press full court against Livingston last game. Let's watch and see if they can sprinkle in some full court pressure at key times in the game, especially after a turnover, made free throws, get a cheap bucket. Livingston only allows about 37 points per game, so they're going to need some easy buckets. The caution there is, pressing full court is going to require a lot of energy. Pickett County's not real deep, so don't look for them to stay in it a long time. They've got to hit the boards. We heard Coach Smith talk about it. They just can't give up second chance points. Gave up 20 offensive rebounds last game. Got to prevent that from happening tonight. Get some easy buckets in transition. And then lastly, Jacob, they just can't afford turnovers and empty possessions. Got to make the most every time they got to have the basketball. Got to take care of it.
This Livingston team, they're very deep. They'll play 10 players. They did that against Pickett County, and this was a pretty competitive game through the first half. It was a 7-point game at halftime, and then the third quarter, Coach Smith said it after that game, that was the worst third quarter they had played all season long. So we'll look to see if they can change that up a little bit. Take you through the starters real quick. No change for Coach Smith's squad. It's Allie Amanet wearing the number 12, Ella Keisling wearing 13, Emmy Lowe wearing 33, 34 is Shayla Wood, and Callie Reeder is 44. For the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats, they'll send out Keaton Webb wearing the number 2, Alexis Phipps wearing the number 10, Aaliyah Melton is number 12, number 15 is Allie Qualls, and Leah Kate Clark wears the number 20. So same starters for both sides after they met in the first one. Shayla Wood played very well in this first game. She had a double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, but she was not the only one that played very well in that game for Pickett County. We're underway from Livingston. Pickett County wins the tip after two Lady Bobcats run into each other. Emmy Lowe will bring it up now. Emmy Lowe across the timeline, moves it right side as she gets a screen from Wood at the high post. Looking down low, will throw it out past the screen to Amanet. Tap the key, will move it to right side, hand it back off to Lowe. Emmy Lowe looking for an entry pass down low to Reeder. Finds her, kick it out to Keisling on the wing. She takes the triple, she knocks it down, nothing but nylon.
It's a great entry pass to the post. She had a couple players come towards her, open to Keisling wide up. She was able to knock it down.
It's a 3-0 early lead for Pickett County here on the road. The second time these two teams have met already this year. A shot from 17 feet from the Wildcats on the other end, no good, but rebounded by herself was Leah Kate Clark. There's a pass off to Melton. Can't get make that Qualls, couldn't get the runner to go. Now a loose ball on the floor. It's going to go out of bounds, last touched by Livingston. And Pickett County going to get the ball back. So a good defensive possession after a made shot. They get the ball back.
Yeah, going to face a little full court pressure right here. Let's see how they handle it.
They find Emmy Lowe in the backcourt, and they get through it just fine. Emmy Lowe, top of the key, makes one defender miss all the way to the basket. A lot of contact, split two defenders, but no call. They stayed straight up. And Livingston forces the missed shot. We're going the other way. This is Qualls with it, spinning around, putting up the jumper from the free throw line. That was Aaliyah Melton, actually. Banked it in from that free throw line. And she's got 2 points. It's 3-2. Pickett County up by 1 with 6:36 to play in the first quarter. They double team Emmy Lowe. She goes to the ground to corral the basketball. Pickett County still with it. Allie Amanet has it left wing, dribbling along the perimeter. Will move it towards the middle of the court with 6:23 on the clock. They lead it by 1, 3-2.
Pack back in a little zone defense right here.
Lowe will start the offense, move it left side for Keisling, get it right back, inside to Reeder, got left open, bounced it down low, ball was poked away, and it's loose, picked up by Pickett County. Here's Wood in the high post on the right side, will back it out along the perimeter. Skips it all the way over to Amanet in the corner. Now she'll dribble out along the perimeter and find Lowe, top of the key. Reeder, kick out Amanet, 3-ball from the left wing, that one's off the window, no good, rebounds loose. That's gonna be last touch by Livingston. That should be Pickett County basketball, and it is.
Couple of good possessions right here to open up the game. Jacob had a shooter right there wide open, just couldn't knock it down.
One of the things they really struggled with against Coffee County was just taking care of the basketball. So far, they've done a fairly good job of it. Here's a quick shot from Keisling. That one a little deep that time. And Livingston will clear away the rebound. Back the other way we go. This is Qualls with it. Kick it out to Webb. Webb will get it in the corner, back to Qualls. Into the high post, it goes to Phipps. Phipps almost had it taken away. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Pickett County instead. She got hit in the face. Foul on Pickett County is going to be called on Callie Reeder.
Foul on Shayla Wood.
Check that, Shayla Wood. So Shayla Wood picks up her first. That'll be the team's first for Pickett County. Livingston will take it out underneath the basket. Qualls looking to get it in, will trigger it in. A little turnaround jumper is no good off the hands of Webb. The rebound loose though, and this is what they struggled with in the first game against Livingston. They come out on the fortunate side this time. They grab the ball, and Livingston ends up fouling Pickett County.
The thing that happened right there, we had great box out, just nobody went and got the basketball. We got to go grab it.
Keaton Webb picked up her first foul for Livingston, so one foul on either side. It's 3-2 with 5:18 to play in the first quarter. Pickett County with the basketball. Still going up against that, what looks to be a little bit of a zone for Livingston. Emmy Lowe inside. That's going to be an offensive foul on Emmy Lowe. Just shoved over a defender with her shoulder.
She had 3 defenders right around her, tried to go right through one. Just Livingston defender stood the ground. She took one right in the chest. Good play defensively.
Well, somehow Pickett County just got an extra point. It says 4-2 on the scoreboard. It's only 3-2. They didn't shoot any free throws. Livingston with the basketball. Into the corner it goes. A 3-ball coming from Qualls. That's deep, no good. Rebound weak side is loose and picked up by Shayla Wood. Back the other way, the Bobcats go. Shayla Wood all the way to the basket with the foul. Couldn't get the finish though, and she'll be at the line. Maybe this scorebook keeper was just foreshadowing a little bit, and maybe Shayla Wood's going to knock down this first free throw.
Foul on Allie Qualls.
Allie Qualls picks up her first foul. That'll be the team's second for Livingston. And what do you know? Shayla Wood knocks down the free throw. See, they were just playing ahead.
Yeah, they sure were. They got it right now.
So it is 4-2 now. Shayla Wood knocks down the first free throw in this game. When they first met this season, Shayla Wood went 11 of 12 from the charity stripe. Misses the second one, though. So it's going to stay at 4-2 with 4:40 on the clock. Livingston with the basketball. This is Melton with it, top of the key. We'll move it over left wing into the hands of Phipps. Phipps looking around into the high post to Clark. Clark will drive into the basket, blocked away by Reeder out of bounds.
Reeder came over and said, not tonight. Going to protect the paint.
We've seen her just dominate down low, even though she may not be the tallest player on the court. We've talked about it time and time again, just a very, very well-positioned basketball player. Livingston will trigger it in, throw a tap of the key into the hands of Webb. Webb will drive it left side, kick it off to Phipps on the wing. She'll take the deep 3 from the left wing and find the bottom of the barrel. Those are her first 3 points of the game.
That is a rainbow shot right there too, Jacob. I thought it was going to hit the rafters.
Pickett County looking for some help to break the press, and Coach Smith is going to have it with a timeout, a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And you mentioned that rainbow shot. I mentioned it to you. All of these players shoot it very, very high, so it's got to be some type of coaching. Obviously, Coach Riddle has been there for quite some time. I'm sure she's got a system down, and probably from a young age, when you're practicing shooting the basketball, you got a better chance when it's a little higher in the air.
Yeah, you absolutely do. You got to put arc on it. That way, if it does hit rim, you might have a good chance of getting that shooter's roll, getting one to get knocked down. She didn't hit nothing but the bottom of the net, though, right there on that shot.
It gives the Lady Wildcats their first lead of the ball game. It's 5-4 after the timeout taken by Pickett County, their first 32nd one. 4:12 to play here in the first quarter. Pickett County will have it. 2 defenders coming to Emmy Lowe in the backcourt again. She's trying to dribble through it, and she's going to be bailed out. Instead, she's going to step out of bounds here on the near sideline right in front of us. Good defense again by Livingston, and Pickett County just ran away from her, didn't give her any help.
Yeah, we've got to come back to the basketball. Need to get the ball into the center of the court, break that pressure.
This is Qualls with the basketball for the Wildcats. Will move it right side of the hands of Phipps. Skip it all the way back to Qualls on the weak side, left baseline. Clark was left open on the top of the key, didn't take the shot. Here's Phipps again, top of the key. She'll cross over, drive in, middle of the lane, kick it out to Melton. Melton all the way to the basket, puts it up, too short, no good. Rebounded by Lowe. Pickett County on the run. 3:44 to play in the first. Here's Emmy Lowe into the basket, spinning around, looking for a shot. Will put it up and get it to fall.
Coach Smith really encouraging his team to get the ball up court, trying to push some pressure right here.
Pickett County leads by 1, 6-5. Clark is going to try a triple at the other end. That's off the mark to the left. Rebounded, cleared away by Shayla Wood. She'll lead the break now. Spins around to the basket, off the glass, no good. Rebound loose and picked up by Livingston. Pickett County leading by 1, 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Step back jumper coming from Qualls is going to go down. That was a nice looking shot in transition. She's got 2 points. Emmy Lowe's shoe came untied, so they're going to stop the play and bring in some subs and give her some time to tie her shoe. Those subs coming in are going to be Valley Coleman, one of the point guards, the secondary point guard, I guess you could call her, Ellie Butler and Hannah Westmoreland.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, Jacob, when Coleman comes into the game, if it doesn't make them a better basketball team. She really has some handle. She got experience. Feels like she comes in and turns up the intensity when she comes in the game.
Yeah, they'll play 10 players, and there is no drop-off in production whatsoever. And when those second 5 come in, it's almost like another set of starters for this Livingston squad. It's 7-6, Livingston leading by that 1 point with 2:54 to play in the first quarter. Pickett County with the basketball. Shayla Wood, top the key, will pass it off to Emmy Lowe, will reset the offense. Lowe being guarded by Coleman here, who just checked into the ball game, goes past her, gets the middle of the lane. She got fouled, and Pickett County will have the basketball underneath the basket. Foul's going to be called on Mally Coleman. That'll be her first. Pickett County again. Emmy Lowe's shoe, her other shoe came untied that time, so now she should be good to go. They inbound to Reeder, takes the quick triple. It's off the back iron, no good, and rebounded by Leah Melton. 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. It's 8-6. Livingston leads by 2. Coleman, top of the key. Step back triple from that side and knocks it down. We talk about high arching shots. She's got the highest arching shot, and she finds the bottom of the barrel that time with it. More full court pressure here for Livingston. Pickett County going to be close to 10 seconds if they can't get it across, and they don't. That's going to be a 10-second violation. It's quickly 11-6. Livingston leads with 2:10 to play and in danger of going down by some more.
Yeah, Coach Smith took a timeout. Looks like he's going to take another one right here, try to regroup, get some of this bleeding stopped, get some momentum stopped.
Well, once they get into the half court, they're all right. It's another 30-second one, so we'll keep it right here. Once they get in the half court, it seems like they're running the offense fine. It's just trying to break that press. They're really having some trouble.
Yeah, Lowe's being, really pressured in the backcourt. She's going to have to figure out how to get the ball into the center of the court, whether it's another player coming back or advance it towards the center court. Sideline is just another defender, so they want to drive you into that sideline. We've got to figure out how to get it back into the center of the court.
That's been the biggest thing for this Pickett County team is everybody just runs away from Lowe every time 2 defenders come to her. They all run down thinking that they're just going to clear out. Well, when you got 2 defenders on you, it's pretty tough to get through it, even if you are the freshman phenom. Livingston will inbound here out of the timeout with the basketball. Inbound into the newly checked in Haley Ledbetter, who just checked in as well. Mally Coleman puts a thumbs down to set up the play. Gets a screen from Melton. She'll use it and drive to the right side. Hand it off to Phipps. Phipps will put up the shot. Somehow get the runner to go from the right side with the right hand. She's got 2 points. And it's 12-6 now with 1:48 to play in the first. Pickett County still struggling to get the ball across. Find Shayla Wood. They finally come across the timeline. Double team comes to her. She's able to get out of it. Now Pickett County can set up the offense with 1:37 on the clock, trailing by 6. This is Emmy Lowe with it, drifting towards the right side, dumps it off to Wood against that zone defense. Livingston's playing against them. Tried to pass it in the corner to Keisling. It went out of bounds as it was last touched. Good defense there by Ellie Butler. And now they'll bring in their tallest player in Lily Bates.
Coach Smith asking his team to really move the ball around. Reeder's working hard inside. They're wanting to try to figure out how to get her the ball. They've got to get some movement before they can do it.
1:20 on the clock. They throw it to Amanet in the corner. You mentioned it, trying to get it down low. Reeder will bounce out of that low post. Good pass down low to Lowe. Couldn't handle it for a second. Got it back. Passes it out back top to Shayla Wood. Good defense there by the Wildcats. Not let an easy bucket go up. 12-6 still with 1:05 on the clock. Pickett County looking for points. Shayla Wood, middle of the lane, puts up the little runner. Too hard off the window. Rebound loose and picked up by Ellie Butler. Back the other way we go. Phipps was out in front, got underneath the basket, finds Coleman for the top of the key three. That one in and out, no good. And rebounded by Amanet, throws it ahead for Ella Keisling. Keisling will pull it from 15 feet. She'll let it fly, and she'll knock it down.
Really nice shot right there by Ella Keisling. Pulled up right at the free throw line, extended, able to knock the jumper down.
Keisling did not score against the Lady Wildcats in their first meeting. She's got 5 points already. 30 seconds on the clock. A turnover by the Wildcats will give the ball back to Pickett County. Pickett County trailing by 4 and a chance to get it within a possession here. They got 30 seconds. They'll should take the final shot, I should say. 18 seconds and counting. Emmy Lowe will have it, handed off to Wood out near half court. Just trying to spread out the floor and waste some time, and it's a steal by Coleman. Came behind Wood, got the basketball, pass it up to Butler, and Butler lays it up and in. That's a costly turnover right there. Aren't able to get the shot off in time at the other end, and it's 14-8 after one, after the turnover right at the end of the quarter. Livingston on top of Pickett County. We'll be back in just a moment.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here at Livingston High School, Livingston Academy High School. They lead it 14-8 here in the round number 2 of the battle between the Bobcats and the Wildcats. A packed gym here in Livingston. It's been a lot of fun so far. Livingston with the basketball to start off this second quarter. Good defense down low by Kaylee Tompkins. Forces a turnover, and Pickett County with the basketball. Emmy Lowe at the left baseline, puts up the little runner, can't get it to fall. That ball looked like it was going to fall in, but couldn't get it to go. 20 seconds in here to the second quarter. Coleman at the other end, high off the glass, no good. Bates goes all the way up to grab that rebound, but couldn't get the finish. Now Reeder's got it, will bounce it off to Amanet, and Pickett County back with the basketball. Emmy Lowe across the timeline, drifting towards the right side. Crosses over, drives in, lost it, and she got fouled in the process.
Nice little crossover right there. Got the defender leaning right. She took the ball back to the center of the court. Drew a little bit of contact. She's going to have the ball right out of bounds.
Ellie Butler's going to pick up her first foul. Livingston will take it out, make that Pickett County will take it out alongside the right baseline. Inbound to Kaylee Tompkins, and the ball's poked away by Qualls. Out in front, putting up the shots, and no good. Keaton Webb had it. It went out of bounds, and Livingston will keep it underneath the basket. I'm going to say it was a clean block. I thought I heard a smack from over here.
I did too. A couple fans down there underneath the goal thought they did too, and they're wearing blue.
Livingston with the basketball. Top of the key to Butler. She'll drive in. She got pushed from behind, and she'll be going to the line for 2 shots. So Ellie Butler will be at the line. Foul on Pickett County.
Foul on Emmy Lowe, her second.
That's going to be on Emmy Lowe. That's her second. That's going to be big, especially if they're going to leave her in for right now. And Coach Smith just told her she's got 2 fouls, so she's got to be careful. First free throw good for Butler. She's got 3 points so far. She'll try it again. High in the air and knocks it down again. Give her 4 of them, and it's 16-8. A minute in here to the second quarter. Throw it in the middle to Amanet, and Amanet comes across the timeline with ease. Keisling on the left wing, skip it all the way over to Amanet right side. Pass it off to Wood. This Livingston team that they got on the floor right now, very, very lanky. They got their arms spread wide in a 2-3 zone. There's a block by Bates, but Pickett County still with it, and Amanet lost it out of bounds. Jayla Wood going to check back in for the Bobcats for Ella Keisling.
Jacob, we've had Pickett County's had 3 empty possessions in a row. Haven't even been able to get a shot up. So look for that.
6:40 to play in the first half. It's 16-8. Livingston on top by those 8. This is Webb on the right side, penetrating, putting up the floater. Couldn't get it to fall, and Amanet the rebound. She'll lead the break now for the Lady Bobcats. On the right side, on the wing, pulls it back out. She'll find Wood. Will set up an offense. On the left baseline, it goes to Tompkins. Went past Bates. She got fouled, and she'll be at the line. Good move there by Tompkins, just a little bit quicker than Lily Bates.
Yeah, she got Bates up in the air. You know, KT's a lefty, and so she went baseline, was able to get right into the rack, got fouled, got actually clobbered. She's going to go to the free throw line, try a couple of free throws here.
Well, this is the one thing that she has said herself she struggles with, missed on the first attempt. She'll try it again here on the second time. 6:18 to play in the second quarter. It's 17-8, and it's going to remain that way, but the rebound picked up by Pickett County. They'll have another chance. Shayla Wood, who else, went over to get it. Emmy Lowe with the basketball, top of the key. Will move it right side of the hands of Wood. Will reset it. Pulls it back out on the logo here at the Wildcat Den. Now back to Emmy Lowe, looking for a screen, uses it, goes past the defender, has to cross over, kick it in the corner for Reeder. Down low to Wood, spins around, puts up the shot through a defender. Couldn't get it to fall.
Hey, but that's a mismatch that we've got inside, Jacob. Let's look for that. Wood can take her down low.
Lady Wildcats back at the other end, looking for Bates down low, kick it back out on the perimeter. This is Butler left wing. Free throw line extended. We'll move it back, top of the key, right side. It goes into the hands of Ledbetter. Give it back to Butler. She'll try to penetrate, kick it back out to Butler. Make that Ledbetter. Walls will get it. She'll take the 17-foot jumper. That's off the mark, left side. Couldn't get it to fall. And rebounded on the weak side by Pickett County. Lady Bobcats will have it back, trailing by 9. In the middle of the lane, it was Shayla Wood. Had the ball poked loose, but it's going to stay with Pickett County as it went out of bounds. And they'll have it out underneath the basket. 2 subs coming back in for Livingston will be Clark and Melton.
We're on about a 4-minute scoring drought right here, Jacob. Pickett County really needs a bucket right here.
Shayla Wood will inbound, find Amanet on the right wing, give it back to Lowe in the corner. 5:11 on the clock. Lowe's got it. Free throw line extended right side. Will drift towards the middle of the court. Give it back to Amanet, looking down low for Reeder. Couldn't get the entry pass in there. Lowe will try it from the top of the key. She'll penetrate. Drive to the right baseline, trying to go past the defender. And that's another offensive foul. And Emmy Lowe just picked up her 3rd.
Yeah,
that was a pretty easy call.
Yeah, she got her forearm extended. The defender had good guarding position. She just took the forearm and tried to clear her out, put her into the ground. They're going to call that one every time.
And some of that could be just being a little impatient on the offensive side of the ball because Livingston's playing some really good defense here in this second quarter. They're struggling to run their offense. Here's a 3-ball from Webb from the top of the key for Livingston. No good. Offensive rebound. Back up. No good for Melton. Rebounded again by the Wildcats. Blocked from behind, and then a foul is called on Pickett County. It's going to send Ellie Butler to the line. Foul's called on Callie Reeder. That'll be her first. 15th foul for Pickett County. And Butler at the line for another couple of freebies. Already hit 2. Give her 3 of them. They'll try it again from the line. Takes a couple dribbles, bends at the knees, lets it fly with the right hand, and rattles it in. She's got 6 points. She's the leading scorer, and those are the only points so far here in this second quarter. It's 18-8, a 10-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats here at home. Amanet with the basketball, top of the key. Keisling got open, but the ball was poked away. Pickett County diving for it. They actually stole it away from each other as both Amanet and Keisling dove on the ground for it. It looked like Keisling would have had it, and then Amanet poked it away, but the jump ball is going to stay with the Pickett County Bobcats.
Yeah, Shayla Wood caught the worst end of that deal. After the play was over, she took a knee right to the forehead. She shook it off. She's okay.
So Amanet's going to be handling the basketball here for the Lady Bobcats with Emmy Lowe picking up her 3rd foul in the last possession. Amanet being guarded by the taller Melton. Going to be close to 5 seconds. Picks up her dribble, looking to pass off. Finds KT here on the near sideline. Kaylee Tompkins, top of the key, tried to pass it off and got it stolen away by the Wildcats. Out in front is Melton. Melton taking it to the hoop, falls to the basket, falls to the ground, and they're going to say she traveled with it. She wanted a foul, but isn't going to get it.
Yeah, you know what? I really like the hustle right there by the Lady Bobcats. They gave up a turnover. We had 2 players hustling back. Could have just easily just given up the layup. They got down there, caused some havoc. We got a turnover and got the ball back.
This is a big point for Pickett County. Down by 10, 4 minutes to play in the second quarter, and Emmy Lowe just checked back in. She's playing with 3 fouls. She gets bumped by the Wildcats. And that'll be the 16th foul on the Wildcats, so one more will send them to the free throw line. Emmy Lowe in the backcourt has the basketball, looking for some help. And Coach Smith has to use yet another timeout. That's already his 3rd timeout taken, so that's going to be a full one. He's already used both of his 30s. It's 18-8 with 3:50 to play here in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Keisling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Keisling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Keisling Insurance or visit them online at KeislingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
18-8 out of the timeout. Pickett County will have the basketball. Emmy Lowe's got it, top of the key, crossing over, penetrating in the middle of the lane, and going up through some contact. No call, couldn't get the shot to fall, and Livingston will clear away the rebound. Webb's got it on the right wing. We'll find Qualls, who fakes a shot, and will kick it out for Clark on the right corner. Clark will give it back to Webb on the wing now. On the right side, 3.5 to play. Pickett County has not scored. Nobody's hit a field goal here in the second quarter, but Ellie Butler has 4 free throws for Livingston, and those are the only points of this second quarter so far. Livingston with the basketball, top of the key, will move it right side. Give it back to Webb, coming off a curl screen, fires away the triple and knocks it down. That's her second 3 of the ball game. Emmy Lowe with the basketball, looking to pass off, and thought she was going to pick up her 4th foul there, and smartly tried to back off of it. Instead, Amanet gets fouled, and she'll be at the line for 1-1.
Really close right there. She extended it. She just didn't get a whole lot of contact. Fans wanted the whistle, didn't get one.
Foul on Leah Melton, her first.
Leah Melton picked up her first foul. It's the 17th foul, so it sends the sophomore, Hallie Amanet, to the line for 1 and bonus. The front end on the way, and good. That's the first point of the second quarter for Pickett County. And still nobody with a field goal. We're 5 minutes in here to this second quarter. Amanet will try it again. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Livingston. Wildcats will bring it up. Mally Coleman across the timeline, who just checked back in for this Wildcat team. Moves it left side of the hands of Phipps. Phipps penetrates, kicks it out to Clark on the right side, fires away the triple. It's short, no good, but rebounded offensively for Livingston. Melton's got it. She might have traveled, but no call. Couldn't get the shot to go, and rebounded by Shayla Wood. Shayla Wood at the half-court line, picks up her dribble. She had it poked away. Melton's out in front for Livingston. Livingston at the basket. No good on the first attempt, but the rebound back up and in for Mally Coleman. And Shayla Wood got left open all the way at the other end, but missed the bunny from the right side. They really needed that one to go. Here's Mally Coleman for Livingston in the lane. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded again by Livingston and fouled by Reeder. That was just a tough sequence right there for Pickett County. Callie Reeder picks up her second foul, and it sends Leah Kate Clark to the line for 2 freebies.
Yeah, you know, Shayla Wood usually hits that little bunny right there. Just tough luck down here on this end.
2:07 on the clock. Leah Kate Clark at the line, knocks down the first free throw. Well, 10 players scored for Livingston the first time these two teams met. And they've already had 7 different players score here in this ball game. Leah K. Clark being that 7th player. She knocks down 2 freebies. Makes it 26-9 with 2:06 to play in the first half. Emmy Lowe breaks the press, and she gets fouled, so she'll be at the line, and that's going to be the 3rd foul now on Keaton Webb.
Foul on Keaton Webb.
So Webb's going to have to check out for the final 2:02 in the second quarter as Ellie Butler checks in for her, and it sends the freshman Emmy Lowe to the line again, still playing with those 3 fouls. Takes 4 dribbles at the line, readies it, flies it, and knocks it down. Emmy Lowe with 3 points now. The scoring's been hard to come by the last 2 games for this Pickett County team. Second free throw, no good off the back iron. They only scored 33 points on Tuesday against Coffee County. They've only got 10 right now with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Emmy Lowe's got to be careful, so backs off of Coleman, finds Butler in the corner for a 3. It's short. Coleman's there for the rebound, goes back up, couldn't get it to fall. And Lowe, a nice job of staying straight up. She's got the basketball now. She'll pull it from 17 feet, let it fly. Couldn't get it to fall, and then Callie Reeder went over the back, and Reeder just picked up her 3rd foul. That's been a trend for both Pickett County teams on the boys and the girls side. They're not very deep. When you get in foul trouble, it's going to get a little tough game management-wise. So now 2 Lady Bobcats with 3 fouls apiece, and Emmy Lowe and Callie Reeder, arguably 2 of their best players.
Yeah, absolutely. Shayla Wood's taking a break right now. Got to figure out probably how to get her back in the game. Getting her a little breather right now here before halftime.
It's 27-11 with 1:39 to play in the first half, and the front end of the 1-and-1 no good off the hands of Alexis Phipps. Pickett County with the basketball again, looking for some points. Keisling, top of the key, she'll let it fly. Already hit 1, couldn't get that one to go. Bates the rebound. Coleman will bring it up now. Move it left wing into the hands of Butler. Butler tried to go past Tompkins, and Tompkins got the knee a little too far into her. It's going to send Butler to the line for 1 and bonus, and Tompkins is going to pick up her 1st foul.
Her first. Team 8.
That's the 8th team foul. 2 more before double bonus for Livingston. So still 1 and bonus right here. Butler at the line, though. She's been solid. 5 of 5 after that good free throw. Makes it 27-11 with a 1:21 to go here in the second quarter. Butler, second one, short, no good. Rebound loose is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to belong to Pickett County. So Lady Bobcats trailing by 16 with 1:18 on the clock in the second quarter. Desperately looking for some points here, and a steal by Livingston. It was Butler on the inbound, and she'll lay it up and in for the 2 points. Ellie Butler is having herself a pretty good ball game, and then Lowe in transition got fouled, and she'll be at the line for, this might be 2 shots. Nope, 1 more. Allie Coleman picks up her 2nd foul, and she'll check out of the ball game for the rest of the first half with 1:07 on the clock. And Emmy Lowe, the freshman, at the line for 1 and bonus. Front end is good. Emmy Lowe with 4 points. Well, if you're going to break into the lead, this is the way you got to do it. Stop the clock and try to put some free points on the board.
Watch for a sub to come in right here and for Pickett County to be able to set up some pressure, try to steal a bucket right here before the half.
That's what they're going to do. Shayla Wood's going to check in for Emmy Lowe, and it's a smart sub, both because Lowe's got 3 fouls and brings in Shayla Wood, who just got a little bit of a rest. 1:07 to play here in the second quarter. It's 28-13 after 2 good free throws from the freshman. Ledbetter will take it out. Full court pressure here for Pickett County. They break it with ease to Livingston. At the other end, blocked away by Reeder. Instead, they're going to call a foul on Callie Reeder. She just picked up her 4th. That's going to be big for this Pickett County team, and it sends Allie Qualls to the line. Qualls' first free throw. This one, no good off the left side of the iron. Well, now it's decision time. I mean, you got to take Reeder out, right? Yep, he does. He brings in back in Emmy Lowe, and Macy Threet now going to get some run.
A little offense, defense right here.
Minute exactly on the clock. Qualls, second free throw. No good off the back iron, but the rebound to Bates for Livingston. They'll have another chance. Coach Smith counting 3 seconds down there where Bates was. Livingston going to set up the offense, move it left wing into the hands of Phipps. Phipps looking around, surveying. Butler cuts through, couldn't get it to her. Now we'll move it right side, back over to Qualls, who just missed the 2 free throws. They're going to let her take the 3. Obviously, doesn't take it. 35 seconds on the clock. They're just going to let it run and take the final shot with leading 28-14. That's what they're going to do. Allie Qualls is just going to dribble it out near half court. They'll start it probably around 10 seconds. 10 or 8 seconds is usually when they like to start it. That's what Qualls is doing, just chilling out near half court. And Ali Amanet way back off of her because they're going to let Qualls shoot it.
Yeah, I don't think they fear that too much.
Butler has it now to the basket, through a defender. A lot of contact, no call. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Livingston. Coach Riddle, I think, rightfully upset with the no call there. But the Wildcats will keep the basketball underneath with 3.6 seconds on the clock. Throw it in. Ball's loose, still loose. Picked up by Pickett County, and that'll end the first half. 28-14, the Livingston Lady Wildcats have doubled up the Pickett County Lady Bobcats here in the first half on the road for Pickett County. 28-14, we'll take a short break, come back, and break it down for you, and that's coming up next.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanet Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanet Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanet Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanet Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Back here in the DeWard Vaughn Memorial Gymnasium, my name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. We're at Livingston, and the Lady Wildcats putting the beat down early on against the Lady Bobcats, 28-14 after that first half. Casey, it's about like how the first game has gone, except this time it's been over a prolonged period of time. That time it was only 7 points at halftime. This time it's 14.
Yeah, we went on a long scoring drought there. You know, we didn't score a field goal. Pickett County did not have a field goal in the second quarter. Turned the ball over several times in the backcourt. Had a few empty possessions there in a row. Got a couple of players in foul trouble. Reeder's got 4, and looks like Emmy Lowe's got 3. So they're going to have to figure some stuff out here at halftime. I'm sure Coach Smith is coaching them up. Got to take better care of the basketball. Got to figure out how to get shots on when you're in the offensive set.
I spoke wrong. I was saying 28-14. It's actually 28-12 as I thought they had 14 up there at one point on the scoreboard, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to count up my stats after this one, but I think they have it right, actually. I think it's 11. They've got 12 up there. It's actually 28-11, so we're just having scoreboard malfunctions all over the place, I guess. So 28-11 by my count. They still have 28-12 on the scoreboard. Nonetheless, Pickett County down by a lot. We'll see if they can try to come back here in the second half and try to cut into that big lead by Livingston. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to go inside Pickett County where we met up with senior Raj Patel, and it's a pretty cool interview. You'll want to stay tuned for it. That's coming up next.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Birdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Birdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here at halftime of Pickett County basketball. We're talking with senior Raj Patel of Pickett County, and Raj is a pretty smart guy over here. He plays 4th in the State Beta Club Convention Math Competition. Raj, kind of tell me a little bit about that. What was that experience like, and just kind of take me through that whole process?
Well, here at Pickett County, we don't have many students who are into math. I hear a lot of complaining about, oh, I don't want to do math. I don't like math. And me over here, I'm like, I love math. I want to do math. And then Beta Club stuff comes around that time, and we have to choose who does what and like which student goes into which competition. And usually I go into math, so I went into math. And this time around it was like an online test, and you had 5 different attempts on it. And if you like go up to go to a new tab, they would like kick you out like almost immediately. And 5 different attempts, and then I was like going through it, and I was like, this is kind of easy. And I was expecting it to be like really difficult because it's Beta Club, National Beta Club, at 12th grade level math. I was like, this is gonna be difficult. But I went into it and I was like, this is pretty easy. So I just did it, and I was like thinking about doing another attempt. Then I was like, I don't really care that much. I don't think I'm gonna get it, so I'm just gonna sit there, not doing it anymore. Be like, yeah, I'm good, okay with this. And then the Beta Club convention comes around whenever they're going to announce the winners and stuff. We don't know. And apparently this time around, they didn't do it how they usually do. Usually they announce who has won, top 5, and then you have to go side stage and then take your plaque, go up on the stage, shake hands and stuff. But this time they do it through an app. They're like, check your apps, see who won, come side stage. And we didn't know that until we were in there, and the service in there was bonkers. It was not good. So we were all trying to download it, and none of us could download it. And so we were just like, yeah, no one won any of these usually, so we're just not going to do them. Not going to download it, not going to look at it. And I hear 5th place, this person from this school. And then I was in the process of telling one of my friends. One of my friends was like, dude, if you win, we're going to go crazy over here. Because anytime someone wins one of these competitions, everyone in the crowd goes crazy. And we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go crazy. And I was like, dude, there's no shot I'm winning. And as I was saying that, I'm not even like exaggerating, as I was saying that, no shot we're winning, I hear on the stage, 4th place, Raj Patel from Pickett County High School, and I jump up out of my seat, get on the seat, and start going, woo! And I like sprint side stage, get my plaque and everything and all that.
That's pretty cool. I kind of going back to what you said to start it, I'm kind of the same way where math is not my strong suit. So I'm understanding where your students are coming from. Well, you get a chance now to compete in the national convention in the summer of 2022. How do you prepare for something like that? Is it just kind of you mentioned it. You said you didn't even really, not necessarily care, but you were like, all right, if it happens, it happens. Is that kind of the same mentality going towards the national one?
I don't know about this one. This one's national. I might give it a little more effort, and I'll probably study a little beforehand because it's going to be in the summer, and I'll be pretty rusty on math.
Is math, so it sounds like there's more than just math competitions, is that correct? So have you done anything other than math before, or has it always just been math that you've kind of excelled in?
Well, I've excelled in math greatly, but the first time I went to Beta Club was in 10th grade. I did do science then. Math wasn't exactly my very strong suit. Some reason in junior year I started accelerating at a very fast pace, and back then I was more sciencey stuff. But I was still math, but science was like, oh, I'll do science, but I didn't get it then.
Gotcha. That's senior Raj Patel at Pickett County, 4th place in State Beta Club Convention Math Competition, and he will be going to the national convention in the summer of 2022. Raj, we appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me on.
This is Pickett County basketball. We'll be back in a moment.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanet Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanet Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanet Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanet Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
We're ready for the second half here. Livingston leading 28-12. They'll have the basketball going from left to right on your electronic device. Pickett County, they're going to send out Emmy Lowe out there. She's playing with the 3 fouls. Callie Reeder not going to start this second half. She's got 4 fouls. She'll stay on the bench for the time being. Livingston will start out with the basketball here to start the second half, leading by 16, 28-12. This is Clark with it, top the key in the high post. It goes to Melton, who faces up. She'll put up the 15-foot jumper. It's off the back iron, no good. Rebound on the weak side, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Pickett County basketball. So if you're Pickett County, how do you try to get into this lead? Well, first you got to get it across the half-court line, and Emmy Lowe can't do it. She had 3, maybe 4 defenders in front of her. And there are 3 Bobcats down at the other end. If she just looks up and throws over the top, probably finds an open Bobcat for an open shot.
Yeah, we've got to figure out again how to get the ball back to the center of the court. That sideline's an extra defender, and it's caused a few turnovers.
She did step out of bounds on the other end. Webb is able to knock down the triple. That's her 3rd of the game. She's got 9 points. Now they get it into the middle of the court. Amanet's got it, gives it back to Lowe. Lowe towards the basket, puts up the runner. Too short. Rebound to Livingston. Lady Wildcats out in front. Phipps at 15 feet, kicks it out to Clark on the left side. Will fire away the triple. It's off the mark, no good, but got her own rebound. Goes up with a putback and floats it in with the right hand. She's got 4 points. Whistle. Is it timeout? It is. Coach Smith is going to take a full timeout. He's only got 1 left, but he takes one just a minute in here to the 3rd quarter. It's 33-12. We'll be back in a minute.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Well, they used about 30 seconds of the full timeout. We've already missed 1 possession for the Pickett County Bobcats. They missed a floater in the lane, and Livingston is back with the basketball with 6.5 to play. Here's a 3-ball from Qualls from the right side. It's not going to fall, and Shayla Wood has the rebound. Numbers for Pickett County, 4 on 2. Wood to the basket, lays it up and in. That's her first field goal of the game. She's got 3 points. She had 20 and 10 against Livingston, their first time meeting. 33-14, 6:12 to play in the 3rd quarter. That shot a little short off the hands of Clark, goes out of bounds, and Pickett County will have it back. So this has been the main thing they've been struggling with, trying to break that full court pressure. Shayla Wood gets it in the middle to Amanet with her eyes up, finds Keisling on the wing. Splits 2 defenders, will put up the 10-foot floater, and that's how you break it. You find 2 points on the end. Keisling with a deuce.
Was able to get it down court to Keisling. She made a couple, 1 defender missed, was able to get past another one. Nice little pull-up J there. Needed that bucket.
33-16, 5:46 to play in the 3rd quarter. Livingston leading with the basketball. This is Phipps, will find Qualls, top of the key, will penetrate, hand it off to Melton, who comes off her screen, will fly it away and knock it down from the right side. That one looked pretty smooth from Aaliyah Melton.
Yeah, that's a really nice smooth stroke right there.
Ball goes up to Callie Reeder, who just checked in, and the pass was too far out of bounds. Reeder couldn't handle it. Again, Reeder playing with 4 fouls, so she's got to be careful, but you need some production down low from this Pickett County team to try to open up the floor a little bit. So after the turnover, Livingston will have it on the far sideline right in front of the Pickett County bench. Malik Jean Coleman checked back in for the Wildcats. So did Ellie Butler. She'll take the 3, a little short that time, but nobody boxed down Ledbetter. She handed it off to Butler, who went up and got fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots. The foul going to be called on Allie Amanet. That's her first. So again, Ellie Butler, who had 9 points in the first half, the leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats, at the line and knocks down the first free throw. She was 5 of 6 in the first half, now 6 of 7 on the game. It's a 20-point advantage for the Wildcats. Second free throw, good. Ellie Butler playing very well in this one. She actually had 14 points against Pickett County in the first game. She really likes this rivalry game, and another turnover by the Lady Bobcats on the other end. The left wing it goes to Butler. Give it back to Coleman. Into the high post to Melton. Faces up, spins around, picks up her dribble. Ball's poked away by Shayla Wood. Wood trying to lead the break now. To the basket. Puts up the shot, and she got fouled in the process by Mally Jean Coleman. That'll be her third, and it sends the senior Shayla Wood to the line.
Foul on Mally Jean Coleman, her third, team's first.
We'll see if they leave Coleman in there. Wood knocks down the first free throw. That's where her only point came from in the first half. Just 1 free throw is 1 for 2. They'll try it again. Second free throw on the way, and good again.
A little full court pressure right here out of the Pickett County.
So 37-18, trying to slowly crawl their way back into it. This is Westmoreland with the basketball underneath the basket. Passes off to Ledbetter. Couldn't get the finish. The rebound to Reeder, but then stolen back by the Wildcats and stolen back again by Pickett County. Shayla Woods got it, top of the key, drives it to the basket, draws the contact, puts up the shot, couldn't get the runner to go. And they're going to call that one on the ground, so Pickett County will take it out underneath the basket. And Livingston wants a timeout of their own, the 30-second one, so we'll keep it right here. The foul called on Hallie Ledbetter. That'll be Ledbetter's first foul, and the team's second here in the second half. So over the last few possessions, I guess if you're looking at moral victories, they're playing a little bit better basketball as Pickett County.
Yeah, they were able to break the press. They got the ball. They swung it around. They got the ball up court. Was able to get Keisling was able to get one away, and then Shayla was also able to get to the down in there and get a bucket up. So little improvement here over the last couple of possessions. They feels like they've got something figured out. They can just keep going back to it.
It's 37-18 right now, 4:28 to play in the third quarter. We say they're playing better, but they're still down by as many as they have been all game. Low to trigger it in for Pickett County, throws it in to Reeder on the right side, finds Keisling, top the key, will fake it 3, pull up from 15 feet, and almost traveled and kind of shot the ball in the process before she did travel and got it to go down from the free throw line. That was a nifty looking shot. 37-20 the score. Pickett County trying to mount the comeback here. This is Butler on the left wing for the Wildcats, off to Westmoreland, fires the triple, in and out, and back in and down. Hannah Westmoreland, her first points of the game, and the 8th Wildcat to score in this ball game. Gets it back to a 20-point lead for Livingston. Pickett County with it, looking down low to Reeder, backing down. Bates tried to throw it along the baseline, and the taller Ledbetter steals it away. Coleman with her eyes up finds Butler in transition. That ball is poked into the hands of Westmoreland on the right baseline into the middle of the paint. She gets it, pass off to Butler, little up and under, puts up the shots and gets the runner to fall.
She's having herself a really nice game.
She's got 13 points. Pickett County back with the basketball. 3:25 remaining in the third quarter. It's 42-20. Emmy Lowe with it on the right side. Lowe will start the offense against the 2-3 zone that Livingston's playing. Lowe penetrating, kick it over to Keisling on the wing on the left side. Find Wood coming out towards the top near half court. Wood crossing over, driving in, lost the handle on it. It's loose on the ground and picked up by Livingston. Out ahead is Butler. Butler, little Euro step behind the back, just threw up the shot and got it to go. Wow. Had her back to the basket, and the acrobatic shot good. I guess when it's your night, it's your night.
Wow, she just came in circus style and threw that up behind her back and over her shoulder, and it went in. What a shot.
And it gives Livingston their biggest lead of the game. The foul's called at the other end on Hallie Ledbetter. That's her second and the team's third here in the second half. Shayla Wood with the basketball for the Lady Bobcats. In the right corner, it goes to Amanet. Amanet will reverse it off to Lowe, catches it with one hand, looking around, pass it back to Amanet. She'll take the deep triple from the right side, and that'll fall. It's her first field goal of the game. She's got 4 now. It's 44-23 with 2.5 to play in the third. Coleman at the other end, dumps it off to Bates on the right block, lost the handle, kick it out to Westmoreland, fires the triple, knocks it down again. That's her second triple here in the third quarter. Down low, KT got open, and a nice turnaround jumper from the left block is good for Kaylee Tompkins. Good pass from Emmy Lowe as well. Quickly the other way, Coleman, fake pass, couldn't get the shot. Bates the rebound, thought she was fouled. Instead, they're going to call a travel on her. Looked like Amanet might have just pulled her down. They didn't get the call, and instead call a travel on Bates. 47-25 the score. Livingston on top by 22. 2:01 to play here in the third quarter. Boys game sure to be a good one coming up after this as well. And the crowd on hand, it's a packed gym, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lively one. Allie Amanet setting up the offense for Pickett County. Handed off to Lowe with 1:43 on the clock here in the third quarter. Lowe, passes poked away, just telegraphed it. Butler's out in front. Butler will take it to the basket and lay it in transition. He's got 8 points alone here in the third quarter, good for 17 on the ball game. Minute and a half on the clock in the third. Lowe, kick it out to KT. She'll take the three from the left wing. That's off the mark, but rebounded by Keisling. Amanet from the same spot she just hit it, hits it again. 7 points for her. It's 49-28 with 1:12 to play in the third. Coleman quickly to the basket. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped out into the hands of the freshman Emmy Lowe for the Lady Bobcats. Tried to bounce it off to Shayla Wood, who lost the handle, picks it back up. Finds Tompkins at the free throw line, dices up the defense, and gets to the hoop for the 2 points.
Nice pass, nice shot. KT took it left side.
Just kind of went under the taller Bates that time.
Yeah, just able to get up under her, really controlled her body, got it up there. Good bucket.
Gets Pickett within 19, 41 seconds on the clock here for Livingston. They've got 2 subs at the scorer's table, but they're looking like they're going to take the final shot of this third quarter. Butler instead throws it out of bounds, and Pickett County going to get the ball back, and those 2 subs will come in. It's going to be Allie Qualls and Aaliyah Melton along with Keaton Webb. A third sub coming in for Livingston. Coleman, Bates, and Butler will take a rest on the bench. 27 seconds, Low, middle of the lane, floater, good with the right hand. She said, I don't want the final shot, I want to go 2 for 1. No shot clock, a little hard to go 2 for 1. 49-32 the score now. Livingston with the basketball, 13 seconds and counting. Qualls got it. Qualls throws a 3 in the air, pass off. 3 coming from Ledbetter. That one short, gets her own rebound. Back up on the putback and good with 2 seconds on the clock. And that's going to end the third quarter. Hallie Ledbetter, the 9th Livingston Lady Wildcat to get in the scorebook. 51-32 at the end of 3. We're back after this.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Keisling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Keisling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Keisling Insurance or visit them online at keislingins.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
We get ready to start this final frame with Pickett County trailing 51-32 in this one. Casey, they scored 20 points in that third quarter, their best offensive output, but still down almost 20 points.
Yeah, still, they put up 20, but Livingston put up 23, so they're over and back right there. Yeah, don't like that call right there, but yeah, they've had a much better third quarter, able to get some points scored. Look for that to carry over right here.
So they call over and back. Coach Smith didn't agree with it, and they tried to take the ball out here on the near sideline. Instead, they take it out on the far sideline. 51-32, Livingston back with the basketball. They'll start running the offense. Westmoreland tapped the key. It goes to Melton. Will move it right side for Qualls. They leave her wide open. Webb finds it in the high post. Give it back to Qualls. Tap of the key. She'll penetrate, pull it back out. Give it over to Ledbetter. She'll try the triple. That one's short, no good, and rebound picked up by Wood. Shayla Wood will lead the break, 3-on-2. Takes it all the way to the basket. High off the glass, got the foul, and she'll be at the line for one. Nice job by Shayla Wood. She's got 7 points and just trying to kind of will this team back into it somehow.
Yeah, she took it coast to coast right there. She wasn't going to be denied. Drew the contact, got the and one, knocked down the free throw.
So the and one is good. She's got 8 points. It's 51-35. At the other end, 3 coming from Melton is off the mark to the right and picked up by Emmy Lowe. Emmy Lowe up it goes to Amanet. She'll try the triple, and that one a little deep that time. Rebound loose, picked up by Webb. Livingston on the break, pulled up at 15 feet was Webb and knocked it down.
They've got a couple of girls that can really do that nicely. Really nice pull up by Webb. She went straight up and able to knock down the bucket.
She's
really nice shot.
Second Wildcat into double figures, makes it 53-35. Low on the top of the key, drifts towards the right side with the basketball. Will pass off to Amanet on the top of the key now. Give it back to Low right side. Low looking around, not too much movement down low. Now Kaylee Tompkins will have it right baseline. Kick it back out to Low on the right wing. Free throw line extended. She'll bring it back out near the half-court line with 6.5 on the clock. Picking up her dribble, throws in the high post for Shayla Wood. Shayla Wood had it knocked loose, and Livingston's got the basketball. Back the other way we go. This is Westmoreland looking down low for Melton, puts up the shot, and it was altered by Wood, but the ball went out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touched by Livingston, so Pickett County will have it.
I think we might have picked up a break right there. It looked like it went off KT, but not the way the official saw it.
53-35, 6:18 to play in the fourth quarter. Change up in defense here for Livingston. Still the zone look, but a little bit of a trapping one. This is Low, a little Euro step, and they're going to say it was a clean block. A shot on the weak side attempt rebound from Ella Keisling, no good. Livingston's got the basketball going the other way now. Underneath the basket is Phipps. Throw it out towards the top of the perimeter, and it's picked up by Wood. Wood will give it over into the hands of Qualls, and she'll reset the offense. Moving left wing into the hands of Phipps. She'll take the free throw line jumper. That's off the window, no good, and rebounded by Kaylee Tompkins, who gets fouled in the process. Ledbetter picks up her third foul. It's 53-35 with 5:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Shayla Wood with the basketball for Pickett County. Drifting towards the right side to find Low. She'll penetrate middle of the lane through 2 defenders. Couldn't get the shot to go. It goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. Callie Reeder going to check back in here for the Lady Bobcats. Checks in for Kaylee Tompkins. Reeder has been playing with 4 fouls for most of this ball game and doing a pretty good job of it. Low to trigger. Throws it in for Keisling. Right wing. Runs into her own player. Now finds Amanet and will give it back to Low in the corner. Low surveying, dribbling with the left hand. Will drift towards the top of the key on the perimeter. Give it back to Amanet right side. Free throw line extended. Spins around. Bounced it down low to Reeder. Reeder got some position. Goes up with a shot, but it's blocked away by Ledbetter. Wood has it, and she'll go up and get the 2 points.
Basket by Shayla Wood.
Shayla Wood with 10 points now into double figures. The first Lady Bobcat there. This is Webb on the left baseline. She lost the handle on it. Amanet's got it in transition, looking for Reeder, but she wasn't looking, and it's stolen back by Livingston now. 53-37, 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Move it on the right wing for Qualls. Qualls will set up an offense with 4:23 on the clock, leading 53-37. A whistle down low is going to be called on Allie Amanet. Qualls was trying to cut through the middle of the lane, and Amanet tried to cut her off and is going to be tagged with the foul. Qualls will take it out alongside the left baseline. Inbound to the high post to Ledbetter. Throw it back to Qualls on the right baseline, and then fouled again by Amanet and just rooted her out. Qualls knocked it down, and Qualls is going to be at the line for one shot.
Yeah. You know, that's a tough play right there. Allie Amanet trying to block out the shooter. She's got to give her a little more room to come down.
And knocks down the free throw that time. She's got 5 points now, and it's 56-37. Almost every player that's played in this game for Livingston has scored. The only player that has not scored is Lily Bates, the tallest player on the court. Emmy Lowe with the basketball for Pickett County, trailing with 4 minutes on the clock, 56-37. Amanet with it, right wing. She's trying to penetrate, throws it back out to Wood, right side on the perimeter. And she'll pull it back out, top of the key. Livingston playing a very spread out zone defense and not letting anything easy go up for Pickett County. Lowe gets into the middle of the zone, kicks it out to Keisling. She'll let it fly. It's off the back rim, no good. And Reeder has the rebound, then lost it. It's on the ground, picked up by Lowe. Now Shayla Wood's got it. Wood to the basket, gets hammered, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots. They're letting them play tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact right there on multiple plays right there.
Shayla Wood will go to the line for the free throws here. She'll try to add to her total of 10. First free throw is off the mark, though. She took a hard spill there at the end of that. We've heard it said from a couple of the coaches before, depending on how the girls' game is called, it's going to get even that much worse in the second game, and that means the boys' game might be very physical.
Very possible.
Second free throw was good for Shayla. Makes it 56-38 with 3:30 on the clock, and Pickett County will dial up some full court pressure here against the Lady Wildcats. Coleman is able to break it with ease across the timeline on the left side. Lost the ball. Wood touched it last, though, as it went out of bounds. And Livingston will have it underneath the basket. Kind of closer to that corner. And Allie Jean Coleman will take it out, get it back in the corner, and pass off to Webb, left wing. Webb spinning around, lost the handle on it out of bounds. It was poked by Lowe, so it'll stay with Livingston on the far sideline. 56-38, 3:17 on the clock. Livingston with it. Ledbetter spins around, and that's going to be a carry. That's a pretty easy call. Had a defender in front of her and almost just tried to dribble it over her, and just a laugh from Coach Riddle on the sideline over there.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Smith had him in a trap in defense right there. Excited for his team to get that turnover right there.
3:06 on the clock. Pickett County back with it. Emmy Lowe trying to get to the middle of the lane. She did, but lost the handle on the ball. It went out of bounds, and that will be Livingston basketball. Went between the legs of the Lady Wildcats, and I think that was a pretty good call. As Emmy Lowe just kind of lost it. Now Allie Jean Coleman with it. We'll find Webb on the right side. She'll fire the triple. It's off the back iron. Out of bounds, no good. And Pickett County back with it. Ellie Butler will check back in. Hadn't played yet here in the fourth quarter. She's got 17 points, so we'll see if she can try to add on to her total. Outscores her first game of 14 against this Lady Bobcat squad. 2:40 to go in this ball game. We'll have the boys' game coming up right after this one. This is Allie Amanet with the basketball for Pickett County. Move it left wing in the hands of Tompkins. Tompkins trying to penetrate.
Oh.
Good pass off to Reeder, and Reeder lays it up and in with the right hand, and a timeout taken by Pickett County.
Really nice look right there from KT to Callie Reeder.
First 2 points of the game for Callie Reeder makes it 56-40 with 2:26 on the clock. We're back in a minute.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And out of the timeout, who else than Ellie Butler is able to get to the middle of the lane, draw the foul, and knock it down. She'll be at the line for one shot.
Ellie Butler's had herself a heck of a ball game here tonight. She's done a lot of really nice and creative things offensively.
Well, she knocks down the free throw, and she's got 20 points now against the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Foul was called on Allie Amanet. That was her fourth. At the other end, the shot is missed. And with 2:07 on the clock, Coach Smith is going to empty out the rest of his bench. Allie Jean Coleman with the basketball. Hand off to Webb on the right side. Webb, top of the key, trying to drive towards the left side. She does and finds Westmoreland. Make that Clark with it. And Clark will hand it right back off to Webb. Webb will find Allie Jean Coleman out near half court with 1:45 on the clock. It's 59-40. Here's Butler on the left wing. Livingston just moving the basketball around. They're going to look for an easy shot if they can get it. They get one here. It's a three. It's off the mark, no good. And Shayla Woods got it for Pickett County. Top of the key, trying to drive in. Gets there to the basket, gets the foul, and the bucket is good.
Shayla Wood wasn't going to be denied. She got herself all the way deep down into the rack, was able to get the shot up, get the and one. She's going to go to the line for one shot, Jacob.
Foul's called on Keaton Webb. That's her fourth, the team's seventh, and 4 subs will come in for Pickett County. Ava Keisling, Macy Threet, Ella Keisling, and Cambry Connor, and Kylie Aaron, the other player on the sideline there after this free throw, but it's no good from Shayla. So she'll have to wait for a little longer. 59-42 with 1:20 on the clock. Livingston with the basketball. Coleman, hand off to Butler, top of the key, an open lane to the hoop, lays it up and in with the right hand. She has 22. So we'll bring in Kylie Aaron here.
Officials right there did us a favor. They gave us just a quick stop in the clock so we get all the players in the game.
Well, that's why, because Pickett County, they don't have any timeouts left, so it wasn't Coach Smith calling a timeout.
Yeah, a lot of times in that situation, Jacob, we'll find something on the floor or find a shoe untied and make sure we get all the kids in the ball game.
Well, a nice gesture there from the referees with 1:05 on the clock. Gets the rest of the players in the ball game. So Pickett County has everybody play, and Livingston brings the rest of their bench in as well. At the other end, the shot is missed off the hands of Jessa Hargis. And Pickett County back with it. Out in front is Ella Keisling. She'll lay it up and in with the 2 points. She's got 11, and she's into double figures. Makes it 61-44. 45 seconds to play in this ball game. This is Daly with the basketball. Into the left corner goes to Hargis. Fires the triple and knocks it down. Jessa Hargis knocks it down, and she is the 10th Livingston Lady Wildcat to score in this ball game. 30 seconds remaining. Pickett County with it. This is Aaron with the basketball. Off to Connor on the right wing. Connor looking down low for an entry past the three. Couldn't get it there. Aaron tried to penetrate. Now we'll give it off to Threet on the right block. Puts up the shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Keely Mullins. Mullins with her eyes up finds Hargis off the glass and good. Hargis with a quick 5 points here in the final few seconds, and 3 seconds on the clock. That is going to be it for Pickett County. 66-44, the final score. Livingston knocks off Pickett County for the second time in this ball game. Second time this season, I should say. And we'll take a short break, bring it back, and break it down for you. That's coming up right after this.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here on UC Sports Nation. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats fall to the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats 66-44 for the second time this season. This is a very good Livingston basketball team. Pickett County just never really could get it going against their defense.
Yeah, you know, when I look back the first half, Pickett County only scored 12 points. Didn't have a field goal in the second quarter. Credit the Livingston defense on that. They created a lot of turnovers. Pickett County had a lot of turnovers tonight. We've got to figure out better ways to take care of the basketball. We did see some improvement on that in the third quarter. Thought they were able to break the pressure, get into a half-court set. Ali Amanet, Ella Keisling, they both knocked down a couple of shots. Shayla Wood got hers. Hey, there's a lot of opportunities in this game Pickett County can learn and grow from. Got to figure out how to take better care of the basketball.
That's what Coach Smith has talked about. He's saying this week it's going to be tough. It doesn't get any easier next week when they get the Big South Fork Christmas tournament at Oneida. There's a couple of good teams in that one. They'll be playing at 1 o'clock, and that'll be after the boys' game. The boys' game is actually first, so a little bit of a switch. The boys will be playing at 11:30. The girls at 1 o'clock right after them. We'll have the coverage of that as well. But that's not until next Monday. But does get any easier for this Pickett County team, and obviously they're going to learn a lot about themselves. Coach Smith still learning a lot about his team and trying to coach them the right way. So the final score in the girls' game, 66-44. We'll take a short break, switch gears, and go into pregame for the boys' game. And that one is going to be fun. That's coming up next, right after this.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable, gig-speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back to Livingston as we get geared up for the boys' game. On the boys' side, the Pickett County Bobcats 7-2 coming off their loss against Coffee County. Livingston Wildcats, they're coming off of a win. They took down Macon County in their first district game of the season, 60-49. So this Livingston team playing with a little bit of confidence. They're 4-4 on the season. You go back to the first time these two teams met, it was fairly close in the end, 56-45, but Pickett County really controlled that basketball game. Pickett County really did not play that well. Coach Amanet saying they got out-rebounded in that basketball game. They did not shoot the free throws well at all in that game. They shot at 12 of 20 from the line in that ball game. So they could have had a cleaner game, but still were able to get the win. Casey, what are they going to have to do tonight to try to come out with the win?
Yeah, when I think about Casey's keys tonight, Jacob, really, while we expect Zach Amanet and Hunter Wattenbarger to really carry the load scoring-wise, they're going to need others to step up tonight in big situations and make a shot. You know, Livingston Academy, they scout very well, so they're going to need some production and some buckets from their younger group tonight. I really feel like they've really got to get going early. It was also a key from the last game. They came out, scored 7 points, and went on a real long dry spell. So put Coffee County in the rear, or put them in the rear view mirror early. Come out with defensive passion and energy, and let the defense create some offense and get some confidence early. And then lastly, Jacob, you know, they're missing their floor general in Will Amanet. So just staying together, relying on that team chemistry, and also need the team to step up while he's out with a leg injury. Need those seniors really to lead tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned Will Amanet. He is going to be out of this ball game yet again. He's day-to-day listed right now, still dealing with that right leg injury, and just precautionary for the time being. As no reason to push anything until you get to district play, and so they're going to wait and see how he's feeling. Says he's feeling all right, but they don't want to push anything, so he's not going to play in this one tonight. So again, going to be without Will Amanet, their senior leader at that point guard position. On the other side for the Livingston Wildcats, 4-4 on the season, coming off of a big win over Macon County in their first district game in their new district. And they're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, when you think about the keys to the game for Livingston, you know, Ledbetter and Nick Schote, that's their workhorses. So want to get them going early as they can. Also, if you look around, Jacob, we got a packed house in here. It's going to be a fun game to work. Really feel like Livingston wants to get the crowd involved early, see how the Pickett County youngsters respond. And then really a key for both teams, Jacob, it's a rivalry game. Keep your composure. There's going to be some big moments. Team that's able to keep a level head's probably going to come out on top. And then lastly, free throws. You mentioned it early. Both teams got to make free throws, because ultimately this could come down to a last possession game.
Not only free throws, Pickett County struggled to shoot the three against Coffee County. Coach Amanet saying that Zach shot at 3 of 12 from deep against them, and Hunter just 1 of 9. So that's going to be another key for Pickett County. We're going to take a short break, come back, and we'll hear from Hunter Wattenbarger. That's coming up next after this break.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball. I'm talking with senior Hunter Wattenbarger of the Pickett County Bobcats. Hunter, 29 points against Coffee County, 15 the game before against Gornsville. Before that, you hadn't scored in double figures for about 3 games. What was the difference in these last 2 games in trying to get more points on the board, or is it just kind of how the offense has been flowing the last few games?
It's more or less just the offense, moving the ball, taking open shots, not really trying to force it. In the last couple games, like you said, other people knocking down shots. I think Cannon County was one of those games. As a team, we had 18 assists and hit 16 threes, so I just try to take shots when I'm open.
Now, with Will being day-to-day, we don't know what his status is going to be going forward, at least for the next couple of days. How does that change things for you personally and for the team offensively? Do certain people have to step up? Are you changing a couple of things that you do, or is it just next man up mentality?
Like you said, next man up mentality, and we have to make up for those points somewhere, so we're all trying to be a little bit more aggressive, but also make smart decisions.
What's been the focus in practice getting ready for Livingston again? Obviously, you played them once already, you beat them, but it's a rivalry game. This time it's at their place. What have you guys been focusing on? What are you focusing on in practice getting ready for them?
Effort plays and rebounding. They out-rebounded us by a pretty large margin, and we turned it over a bunch and didn't shoot near as many times as we should, so taking care of the ball and rebound.
How excited are you to play against Livingston? It's probably going to be your last time to play against them in this rivalry game, and you get to do it on the road.
I'm stoked. I can't wait.
All right, that's perfect. That's senior Hunter Wattenbarger with the Pickett County Bobcats. We're back in a moment.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanet Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanet Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanet Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanet Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, talking with head coach Joseph Amanet of the Pickett County Bobcats. Coach, a tough loss to Coffee County, your last one out, 61-52. I just want to get your thoughts from the game. It was kind of weird all the way throughout, took a long time, and just a lot of things going on. But what were your thoughts on how your team played in that game?
You know, I didn't feel like we played very well. I thought it was a really good road challenge for us to go play, but I thought it was a game that we played to their strengths and their style of play. And what led into that, you know, we had a delay in the girls' game, that the girls' game had like a 25-minute halftime because the scoreboard went down. And then there's a delay in our game, and then we've got separate cock keepers. We never have an official scorer. There's about 10 delays. You know, the game lasted almost 2 hours. And it was just, there was no flow to the game, and I thought that, you know, we didn't shoot the ball well, and I just think that played into us losing.
In the game itself, we kind of saw how important Will is to this team, and obviously not having him, that's going to hurt. At least we'll see for how long. But do you guys have to change anything offensively in his absence without him being able to run that point guard position for the time being?
I mean, I think that, you know, Will's probably one of the most underappreciated players in our area. And it's funny, you know, when the University of Alabama Huntsville came in to recruit him, they said, you know, we didn't know about him, we knew about his brother, but the more we watched him, the more we liked him, and the more we saw that he was a winner, and he does stuff that most people don't notice. And when you don't have a kid that's averaging right under 14 points, 6 assists, and right at 1 turnover a game, it impacts us. And you saw it last night, and that falls on me. I didn't do a very good job of coaching last night with Will being gone, and kind of what's unusual for us, Will makes a lot of offensive decisions. He makes a lot of play calls just from field that I don't make, and I've not made play calls in about 1.5 years, except occasionally when I see something and I've left that up to Will to do, and we didn't have that last night. So there were times last night that when we went through lulls and we did some stuff that's a little uncharacteristic of us, that was just me doing a poor job of coaching with Will not being on the floor.
Now, there were some positives in that game. Hunter scored 29 points. He's tried to take over and really just tried to get the team back into it. What have you liked from his game, especially in games that he's had to step up in the absence of some other players not being able to play?
You know, I thought he was able to get some points on the board for us last night, but we didn't shoot the ball well from the perimeter. You know, I think, you know, Zach's shooting 49% from the three, and last night I think he was 3 of 12. Hunter's shooting like 46%, and he was 1 for 9. You know, I just think at the end of the day, we were a little out of rhythm, and we didn't shoot the ball well from the perimeter. And I've said it early on in the year, you know, the characteristic of a good team is if the ball's not going through the hoop, you still make good plays. And as a team, I didn't think we did a real good job of that last night.
We get another chance and a really tough opportunity here up against Livingston. You beat them in the first game, 56-45, and obviously rivalry games always tough. So 2 tough games in a row. Have you guys been changing anything? We don't know if Will's going to be able to go at it, but have you had to change anything getting ready for them, or do you change anything even though you beat them once? What's the game plan going into them a second time?
You know, the thing with Will is going to be day to day right now. So we don't know for sure if he'll play or not tomorrow night, but what we're doing, we're not going to change anything. You know, we're going to change personnel a little bit, move some stuff around, but we're going to play the same way. We're just going to get back to fundamentals. And I'm looking for kids. You know, I think, you know, a kid that I'm looking to step up is Eli Reagan. You know, he's a freshman. He got some good minutes last night. He, you know, I'm going to expect more from him, and he'll need to deliver for us, and he's going to get an opportunity to kind of show people what he can do. And, you know, it's just kind of going to be the philosophy. We're not going to change what we do, but it's going to be the next man up.
Head coach Joseph Amanet with the Pickett County Bobcats. We're back in a moment. And we're back right now as they're just about ready for starting lineups here from Livingston, so we'll take you through them as well. No change from the other night when they took on Coffee County. That means it's going to be Jacob Amanet, Zach Amanet, Caleb Lohorn, Hunter Wattenbarger, and Heath Wattenbarger. I mentioned it in that interview. Hunter Wattenbarger, he had 29 points, but then Coach smartly mentioned out he also didn't shoot the ball very well, so that's something that they're going to have to do a much better job of here tonight against a rejuvenated Livingston Wildcats squad. 4-4 on the season. Their head coach is Jimmy Miller. They'll look like this tonight. They'll send out the senior, number 0, Hayden Ledbetter. Senior, number 23, Dawson Simmons. 33 is another senior, Nick Choate. Junior, number 42, Isaac Story. And a senior, number 30, Aiden Coffey. So a very senior-laden team and a team that really wants to beat Pickett County here tonight.
Yeah, this is a big rivalry game. People continue to pour in. We're over here in the friendly confines right around all the Pickett County folks. So it's going to be a fun game, Jacob. Great atmosphere for high school basketball. Just excited to be here.
So the girls' game, that was a final score, 66-44 in favor of the Livingston Wildcats. And in the first time these two teams met, that's how it went in the first game. The Livingston Lady Wildcats won that one. And then on the boys' side, the Pickett County Bobcats were able to pick them off 56-45, an 11-point victory. But Pickett County didn't play all that well in that game. So they're going to try to play a little better here tonight, and they'll come away with the tip. Caleb Lohorn gets it away from Nick Choate. So Pickett County will have the ball first. It finds the hands of Jacob Amanet, top of the key. Jacob looking around with the ball over his head. Will give it over to Zach. Zach couldn't handle the pass, goes out of bounds, and Livingston will get the ball right back. A little too high. Good defense, though, by the Wildcats as well. Isaac Story will bring it up here for the Wildcats across the timeline. Story surveying, will pass off to Ledbetter here on the near side. Ledbetter skips a pass over to Simmons, top of the key. Will then find Coffey left wing. Coffey hand off to Story. Takes the three from the top of the key and drills it. Isaac Story with the triple. That was a deep one as well. 40 seconds in here to the ball game. Zach Amanet with the basketball, getting a screen from Lohorn, skips it back down low to him. He'll lay it up and in. That was a nice roll from Caleb Lohorn. Had the taller Choate barreling down on him, was still able to get the shot up and in.
Nice little pick and roll move right there. Got it down by the bucket. Lohorn's able to knock it down.
It's 3-2 with 7:04 to play in the first quarter. Ball out of bounds is going to belong to Pickett County.
Pickett County also got a nice little student section over here, Jacob.
Yeah, they got moved. They were down on the behind the basket. Now they're up above us to our right.
Yeah, they're pretty loud too.
We're sitting right at midcourt on the visitors' side of the bleachers. Pickett County the basketball, deep three from Amanet. That one's not going to fall. Rebound loose is picked up by Livingston. Coffey out in front. Aiden has it off to Ledbetter. Fires the triple. That one's off the mark and rebounded by Simmons. Ledbetter again, a quick pass down low to Choate. Choate spins around, puts up the shot, and gets it to fall. Nick Choate with 2. There's a handoff to Zach Amanet. It's 5-2 with 6:18 to play in the first quarter. Hunter Wattenbarger touching the ball for the first time here. Handoff to Jacob Amanet, driving in. Now he'll get to the middle of the lane. Tried to bounce it off to Lohorn, and Lohorn was able to handle it. Passed off to Hunter Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger picks up his dribble as he gets stopped by Choate. Choate will then force the pass over to Amanet, left baseline, underneath the basket, kick it out to Heath Wattenbarger. Heath runs into Ledbetter, and that's going to be a blocking foul. That's a good call. Ledbetter tried to get in good guarding position, but was still moving, and Ledbetter's going to be tagged with his first.
Yeah, just couldn't get over there in front of him in time. Had pretty decent guarding position, but just probably a step late.
It's 5-2 in the early going. Livingston on top by 3 with 5:54 to play in the first. Pickett County with it. Heath Wattenbarger will fake a shot, find his brother Hunter on the left wing, give it over to an open Jacob Amanet for a triple. That's off the mark, no good, and a rebound off the ball is going to be called on Pickett County down low. That one is going to be tagged on Caleb Lohorn. He got into foul trouble against Coffee County, and that really hurt him defensively.
Yeah, they got to figure out ways to play without fouling right here. Don't have a deep bench for sure tonight.
So 5-2 lead for the Wildcats. They've got the basketball. 5:40 to play here in the first. This is Story with it along the baseline. Finds Ledbetter for an open three. Couldn't get it to fall. Heath Wattenbarger the rebound. Pickett will have it back. Jacob Amanet with the basketball. Hand off to Hunter. And they're going to call a travel on Hunter Wattenbarger. He didn't think he did. he does like to get going downhill pretty quickly sometimes, and sometimes your feet start going before you put the ball on the floor. So a turnover by Wattenbarger gives the ball back to the Wildcats, leading by 3 with 5:20 to play in the first. Story walking it across the timeline. A back cut by Coffey, and that's going to be a carry by Isaac Story, and Pickett County back with the basketball again. So a couple of turnovers there. Coach Amanet barking out 3-side, the play call for Pickett County here in their away all-black uniforms with yellow numbers and yellow trim around. Lohorn has it, top of the key, he surveys. Still looking for Amanet on the left wing, finally hands it off to him. Zach will kick it out to his brother Jacob on the right side. Still 5-2 with 4:50 to play in the first. Hunter over to Jacob, a 3-ball from the wing, a little deep, Lohorn the rebound. And I believe they just tagged Lohorn again with a foul.
Yeah, I believe they did.
They did. That's his second. They're going to say he pushed off. That's the second time he got tagged with a I'll call it a rebounding foul, not a term, but he's going up for a rebound, trying to create some space, and he gets tagged with the foul. That's where both of his fouls have come from, and he's going to go sit down on the bench, and that's going to bring in Eli Reagan. This is one of the players that Coach Amanet said he wants to see step up in this ball game. That should be offensive. Wow. I don't know if you disagree with me. It looked like Coffey created all the contact and probably hooked him as well, but Zach Amanet going to be tagged with the foul.
Yeah, he definitely got that chicken wing out and was able to get a little leverage on him right there. I think Zach was mentioning that to the official. Tough break right there.
4:37 to play in the first quarter. It's 5-2. Livingston leading by 3. This is Dawson Simmons with the basketball for the Wildcats. In the corner, it goes to Coffey. He drives left baseline, and another foul is called on Zach Amanet. That's his second. So Caleb Lohorn with 2 and Zach Amanet with 2 now. And Coach Amanet not happy with him.
Yeah, he's got to get over there and figure out how to cut that baseline off. Just put your foot down, drive the offense back to the center where you got help.
Well, now you're going to go straight at Zach. He's got 2 fouls if you're Livingston. They just checked in a new player in Wyatt Hargis. So Wyatt into the game for the first time, along with Daniel Bilbrey. Down low is Nick Choate with the basketball on the right block. Facing up, putting up the shot, couldn't get it to fall, and Reagan the rebound for Pickett County. Looking to put some points on the board. Here's Wattenbarger in transition for a 3. That's way short. Never had a handle on it, but it's going to be last touched out of bounds by Livingston, so the Bobcats fortunate to keep it underneath the basket. 4:09 to play in this first quarter. It's still 5-2, very low scoring. Jacob Amanet will trigger it in for the Bobcats. Inbound to Heath, trying to give it back to Jacob, and fortunate again, almost turned it over. Heath just threw it to nobody. Thought Jacob was going to come to the near block, threw it off the hand of the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think Coach Amanet was wanting to give it to Zach right there in the corner for an open 3.
Jacob throws it in the corner to Zach. He takes the 3. It's short, but Jacob the rebound on the weak side, and the putback is good, all in one motion. That was a nice little rebound there from Jacob Amanet. Nobody boxed him out.
Came flying in off the weak side. Nobody put a body on him, was able to get 2 points up.
It's 5-4 with 3:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. Wildcats with the basketball. Isaac Story with it. He'll drive to the right side, hand it off to Hargis, who still hasn't. Finds Story, takes the deep triple from the top of the key, in and out, no good. Rebound loose is finally picked up by Jacob Amanet for the Bobcats. Zach Amanet in transition. He'll take the 3. That one short, no good. So again, struggling shooting from deep are the Bobcats. That's not something we've seen so far this season. You heard the averages from Coach before the game, about 48%. Here's a steal for Wattenbarger. It's 3-on-1. Wattenbarger out in front. He misses the lay-in, but it's followed up by Heath Wattenbarger. And Isaac Story looked like he was trying to catch Hunter, and he took a spill. And he's clutching at the left knee on the ground. It might have just fallen on that knee a little awkwardly. They're going to check him out on the left block. It's 6-5. The Bobcats take their first lead of the game thanks to the putback by Heath Wattenbarger. And they'll check out Isaac Story down there on the floor. We'll take a short break. Be back right after this.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So just a quick turnaround. Story looks to be all right. He got back up on his own power. He's going to come out of the ball game, at least for a little while. But Livingston will have the basketball after the made shot by Heath Wattenbarger. There's a back cut by Brody Coffey, who just checked into the ball game. A nice shot fake, goes up and gets the bucket to go for Brody Coffey, the younger of the two Coffeys. Jacob Amanet will have it now. Hand off to Eli Reagan. Will find Zach Amanet. He got hammered, and he will be fouled. And Pickett County will take it out underneath the basket. Instead, actually, they're going to say on the far sideline in front of the Livingston bench. So the inbound to Eli Reagan for the Bobcats. Reagan looking around. Will take a couple dribbles with the right hand, and a foul is called on Livingston. Two hands on Reagan by Bilbrey, and Bilbrey going to pick up the foul. That'll be his first and the team's third. So Pickett County will try it again here on the near sideline. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Livingston leading 7-6. Heath Wattenbarger, hand off to Hunter, who has a head of steam towards the left side of the court. Now will drive in left baseline. Jacob Amanet open in the corner, takes the triple, finally gets it to go.
Nice little play right there.
He's got 5 points, and the Bobcats back up by 2, 9-7 with 2:18 to play in the first. Daniel Bilbrey at the other end, driving in, kicking out. Brody Coffey a three. It's off the back iron, no good, but rebounded by Bilbrey. Check that was Hargis with the rebound. He'll find Bilbrey. Will set up the offense. 2:04 to play in the first. Bilbrey into the corner to Hargis. The three attempt is off the back iron, no good. Rebound ripped down, no, by Coffey. Coffey will put up the putback, and he'll get it to go.
Livingston Academy figuring out how to get a second shot. It's got 2 opportunities right there on offensive rebounds.
Wattenbarger trying to answer with a three. That's short, no good. Good box out, and it's a rebound for Hargis. Hargis out in front in the middle of the lane. Will put up the 14-foot jump shot and get it to fall. That was a confident-looking stroke. He's got 2 points. And Livingston back up by 2, 11-9. Reagan towards the basket, spins around. That was a travel. They didn't call it. Dumped it off to Heath Wattenbarger. Got his own rebound on the miss. Kick it out to his brother Hunter. Step back triple from the left side. That one goes.
They're calling it a 2, I believe, Jacob.
So a deep 2 for Hunter Wattenbarger. He's going to tie it up at 11. 1:09 to play here in the first. Kick it out to Dawson Simmons. He'll try a triple. That's a little short, and Hunter Wattenbarger skies for the rebound. So Pickett County going to slow it up a little bit here with 56 seconds on the clock. We're tied up at 11. Zach Amanet being guarded by Brody Coffey. He played some good defense on him in the first meeting between these two, and that pass a little too high for Eli Reagan. Sails out of bounds, and Livingston will have the ball back.
I like that high pick and roll. They're going to get a man open rolling to the bucket. Just got to execute the pass in there. Right there is a little too high for him to get. Got to figure out how to work it around the fender, maybe bounce it in there. But it is open. Look for him to go back to it.
So Isaac Story checks back in here for Livingston. He's got a wrap on that left knee. Here's Dawson Simmons down low, going to some work, and he's got 2 points on the end of it.
Big man went to work right there. Nice post move.
Jacob Amanet all the way to the basket, fighting against Hargis, and draws the foul. Good drive by Jacob Amanet. Foul called on Wyatt Hargis. That's going to be his first and the team's fourth.
Foul on Wyatt Hargis, his first. Team 4.
Pickett County will take it out underneath the basket. 31 seconds on the clock. Looking to inbound, throw it high in the air for Heath Wattenbarger. Throw it all the way on top to his brother Hunter out near half court with 26 seconds and counting. It's 13-11. Livingston leads by 2. They're going to go 5 wide here, spread the floor, and wait for the final shot and try to get the lead going into the second quarter, if not tie it up. 12 seconds now for Jacob Amanet. Jacob driving to the right side, hand off to Zach. Zach, a step back triple, drew the contact. He'll be at the line for 3 shots. Coffey got too far into him. May have been a little fortunate with the call, but it's going to be 3 free throws coming here for Zach Amanet.
Zach's a really smart player. He felt the contact coming. The defender went right into him. He's going to be able to get to the line right here.
Well, Zach didn't score until that free throw right there in this ball game. Really struggled at the line, just struggled shooting the ball in general against Coffey County on Tuesday night. Knocks down his first free throw right there for his first point of the ball game. Second free throw on the way, good as well. And ties the game up at 13 with 6.7 seconds on the clock, and Aiden Coffey going to check in for Brody Coffey after Brody picked up the foul. And Amanet knocks it down, and we're going to get our first look at Gage Harris here with 6 seconds on the clock, and they're going to check Zach out, playing with those 2 fouls, and pretty smart sub. This is Coffee with the basketball at half court. Pass off to Ledbetter at the buzzer. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Wattenbarger, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. 14-13 in favor of the Pickett County Bobcats in a tightly contested matchup here on the road. We'll take a short break and be back.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
One quarter is in the books here at Livingston. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. Appreciate you guys listening here on UC Sports Nation. This one always a fun one in the rivalry between Pickett County and Livingston Academy. These two teams only separated by about 18 miles and one county in between as well. Overton County this time is where this ball game's being played. It's 14-13 after one quarter of action. Livingston has the basketball to start out this second quarter. On the left baseline, it goes to Dawson Simmons, gets underneath the basket, couldn't get it. Ledbetter, the rebound, goes back up and in for his first 2 points. 30 seconds in, and Livingston back with the 1-point lead. Into the high post, the ball goes to Eli Reagan. Reagan takes a power dribble, the ball is poked away by Ledbetter. Now he's got it out in front, takes it to the basket, and it's swatted off the backboard by Wattenbarger. What a block, Ledbetter back with it. Story's gonna try the triple. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Hargis and poked away by Wattenbarger.
What a block from the back. He came in and just timed it just right and just slapped it against the backboard. Excellent play by Wattenbarger.
Pickett County with the basketball again. Zach Amanet has it, lost his footing, will pass off to Jacob Amanet. They wanted him saying that Zach Amanet hit Coffee in the face. He didn't even come close to hitting him in the face, but you know, you got to try to sell it. Here's Heath Wattenbarger in the high post. It's 15-14 in favor of Livingston. Step back triple, couldn't take it. Was Zach Amanet, has to look like he's retying his knee brace. Down low, Jacob Amanet couldn't get the shot. Zach has it, he's down low, gets bumped, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. So it might have been faking us out, trying to mess with his knee brace a little bit. He's going to be going to the line.
Long rebound right there. Jacob tipped it, bounced it right into Zach. He's able to take it right to the rack. Drew a little bit of contact. He's going to go to the line, try to knock down 2 free throws.
So Zach Amanet will be at the line for 2 freebies here. Bends at the knees. First one good. He's 4 of 4 from the stripe so far. Story going to check out here. And Story still getting that left leg checked out. He fell pretty hard on it in a transition play. He's actually going to come out and head to the end of the bench. He might get some work on it there at the end of the bench. Second free throw good for Zach Amanet. He's got 6 points. Check that, 5 points, and it's 16-15. Pickett County on top.
Little 1-3-1 action right here. Look for the trap when the ball gets thrown into the corner side area.
Zach Amanet at the top of that 1-3-1. Jacob Amanet on the near side. A 3 ball over the top of it goes down for Wyatt Hargis. He's got 5 points. It's 18-16. This Wildcats team, they came to play. They're playing some good offense. We've got a foul off the ball on a screen as the Wildcats are trying to fight through it. It's going to be called on Wyatt Hargis. That's going to be his 3rd. Reagan was trying to set a screen and Hargis was trying to fight through it. So that'll be his 3rd, and it'll be the team's 7th. So that's going to mean free throws here for Pickett County. There's still 6:09 to play in the first half.
Yeah, you know, we thought Pickett County was in a little bit of trouble. Now tides have turned a little bit. Livingston's got 7. We're already in the double bonus here. 6 minutes still to go in the 3rd.
Jacob Amanet knocks down the first of the 1 in bonus. And now they've got a conversation between Lowhorn, who's checked back in, and Ledbetter. Lowhorn's got to be careful. He's got those 2 fouls. Jacob Amanet at the line. Second free throw, good. He's got 7 points, so Coach saying he wanted both Jacob and Eli to step up. So far, Jacob playing very well. Ties the ball game up at 18 with 6 minutes on the clock in the second quarter, and then picks up a foul at the other end.
I don't like that one at all. Kid got off balance, didn't get a whole lot of contact. Jacob's going to pick up a quick one right there. I don't like that one.
It definitely looked worse than it was, but the foul is going to be called on Jacob Amanet. So Livingston with the basketball after the foul. It's the 15th foul on Pickett County. Here's Coffey with it on the left wing. Coffey being guarded by Jacob Amanet. Hand off to Ledbetter, top of the key. Give it back to Coffey. Both Coffeys on the floor here. They pass it to each other on the top of the key. Behind the back is Brody. Brody underneath the basket, blocked away by Jacob Amanet, rebounded by his brother. Back up, and no good for Aiden. And then rebounded by Zach Amanet and cleared away by Jacob. Good defensive set there for the Bobcats with 5.5 on the clock here in the third. Jacob Amanet going past one defender, dump it off to Lowhorn, and they're going to call a foul before the shot. A great pass, and it would have been 2 points for Caleb Lowhorn. Instead, it's going to be a foul on Daniel Bilbrey. That'll be his second, and it's going to mean free throws for Jacob Amanet.
Jacob Amanet came to play tonight right here, Jacob. That was a dime right there. Just foul out front. He's going to the line right here, but what a pass.
Well, I can say from firsthand experience at practice yesterday that Coach was not happy about the loss at Coffee County, and rightfully so. They did not play good basketball. They're playing much better here. And tell you what, Livingston, they're playing very good as well. This has been a fun game so far. It's 20-18 after 2 good free throws from Jacob Amanet. He's got 9 points. 5:16 to play in the second quarter. Ledbetter, middle of the lane floater with the right hand, good. He's got 4 points. Ties it back up at 20. Jacob Amanet with the basketball, hand off to Zach, pulls up from 17 feet, lets it fly, it's a little short, goes out of bounds, and Livingston will have it. Tell you what, those Coffees, they play some tough defense on Zach Amanet. They just try to make him uncomfortable, and they're doing that right now.
Zach gets everybody's best defensive effort. He's a great player. He's going to get everybody's best game defensively.
Bilbrey will find Ledbetter, who reverses it over to Coffey, takes the three, it's off the mark, and Wattenbarger skies for the rebound. So Pickett County back with it. Hunter hasn't touched it too much in this game. We'll see if he gets it here, and he does on the left wing. Spins around to the basket, dumps it off to Reagan, who gets fouled. He'll lay it in from the right side. Instead, they're going to call it on the ground. On the floor was Coffey, and Reagan kind of ran into him in the process, and I believe they waved off the basket. And they did call it on the ground because the referee asking if it's still 1-1. So the basket no good. And the foul on Coffey.
Really nice drop pass right there by Wattenbarger. He found Eli Reagan wide open. Just a big old collision down underneath there. Still some discussion from the officials on who the shooter's going to be.
Wait a second. So they didn't even call it on Reagan. So they called it before the pass is what they were, okay, yeah. So that's why they called it on the ground. It was when Wattenbarger was passing it off. So Wattenbarger gets the one in bonus. He'll knock down the first. So 4 points now for Hunter. And Brody Coffey, who just picked up his third foul, checks out. Wattenbarger will try it again. He gets a bonus free throw here and will not knock it down. So the score is going to remain 21-20. Livingston back with the basketball. 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Down low, Bilbrey creates some space and is able to lay it up and in off the glass. Nice little move from Daniel Bilbrey. This is Jacob Amanet with the basketball all the way. Tried to dump it off to Lowhorn, and the pass is poked away. Ledbetter out in front now. Bounce it off to Coffey. A shot fake. Lost the handle. Will find Simmons. He traveled with it, and will be going back the other way. Good transition defense there from Pickett County.
Absolutely, and if you look over on the Livingston bench, Jacob Isaac Story's back out. He came back out on crutches, and he's got a ice wrap on that knee. We may have seen the last of him for the night.
It almost just looks like a bruise. It's almost down on his shin, just below his knee. Zach Amanet's got the basketball now. Top of the key, takes the triple. That one's going to be short again. That's his second air ball of the game. He's been struggling shooting, and again, they are playing good defense on him, so he's trying to just get a little bit of confidence going, especially after last game didn't shoot the ball well, but that one goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Livingston. You mentioned it, Isaac Story, he's got the ice pack on his left leg, and probably the last we've seen of him in this ball game. He tried to give it a go in the second quarter, and just a little too much for him. That's going to be a big loss for them. That's also their point guard, so both point guards out of this game. Down low, just checked in to the ball game was Easton Goodpasture. Couldn't get the finish to go. Jacob Amanet with the basketball now for Pickett County. Gets bumped, falls to the ground with the ball. No whistle, finally a whistle, and finally the jump ball. Something had to be called, and they just kept letting it go.
Yeah, it's getting a little rough right there. I'm surprised that we didn't get a whistle beforehand.
There's still no signal on the call. And finally they signal a jump ball. That's the thing, you can blow the whistle, but you have to either call a foul or signal something. They just blew the whistle, and that was it.
Yeah, we had about 2 guys dive on top of Jacob Amanet, too. He's on the bottom of the pile.
Now they're going to get a towel to wipe up the floor. It probably should have been a foul call on Livingston as Jacob Amanet got bumped to the floor, just dribbling through the middle of the lane. They let that go and then tied him up while he was on the ground. But Pickett County will keep it underneath the basket. 3:17 to play in the second quarter. It's 22-21. Pickett County down by 1. Hunter Wattenbarger trying to get to the basket. He does, puts up the shot, couldn't get it to fall. Rebounds loose out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. And Pickett County will keep it. All created because of Caleb Lohorn, who was able to tip it away.
Yeah. Good hustle play right there.
Jacob Amanet looking to inbound. Throws it just into Hunter Wattenbarger. Off to Zach Amanet. Skips it over to Jacob on the right side. Jacob dribbling with the left hand, looking down low to Lohorn. Threw it straight in the hands of Ledbetter, and the pass is stolen away by the Wildcats. They've got it with 2:55 on the clock. Bilbrey to the basket, blocked away by Wattenbarger again.
Really nice defensive effort right there by Hunter. He went straight up, pinned the ball, came straight back down. It's going to be Livingston's ball, but a really nice defensive series right there.
Heath Wattenbarger going to check back in for Caleb Lohorn. Ledbetter throws it into Bilbrey. On the left wing, 2:47 on the clock. They lead it by 1, 22-21. Ledbetter a 3 from the right side. That one goes. The senior playing well in this one. He's got 7 points, and it's a 4-point advantage for the Wildcats here at home. Jacob Amanet, top of the key, falls to the ground, so obviously still very slippery on the floor. Ledbetter at the other end, lays it in with the left hand, and it's a 6-point advantage for Livingston. 27-21. Can the Bobcats respond?
A little 5-point run here by Livingston. We'll see how Livingston responds.
And Coffey is going to be tagged with the foul. Zach Amanet went driving in on him. It's going to be Aiden Coffey's first foul and the team's 10th, so that means 2 free throws coming here for Zach Amanet.
A lot of times the best way to get a jump shooter going is get him some rhythm on free throws here, so not sure Zach's got a field goal here in the first half. He's knocked down a few free throws.
He's knocked down 6 of them and hasn't missed any. You mentioned it, no field goals yet. He's got 6 points. It's 27-22 now. We'll have a second free throw here with him being double bonus. That time he missed, 6 for 7. So 27-22, 2:08 on the clock here in the second quarter. Wildcats with the basketball looking out on their lead, and an offensive foul called on Livingston. I believe they tagged Coffey with it. They did. Aiden Coffey was just trying to back down Jacob Amanet on the left baseline. And that's going to be his second foul. So some foul trouble here. Hunter Wattenbarger lays it in off from the left side. Now one of these times he's going to cram one, and this place is going to go nuts. He gets 2 points right there, though, and makes it 27-24. Coffey finds Ledbetter, dials up the triple, lets it fly, and airballed it. Didn't ever have a handle on it. And Pickett County raining down the airball chance. Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball, gets to the hoop, and he got blocked from behind, but no call. He got hit on the head. They didn't call it. 1:30 on the clock. It's 27-24. Ledbetter with the basketball for Livingston. Poked from behind. Steal by Wattenbarger, and then stolen back by the Wildcats. Coffey has it. Bilbrey, a 3. That goes. Daniel Bilbrey with a triple from the left side makes it 30-24. Here's Zach Amanet with the basketball. Tried to dump it off to Lohorn, and it's a steal by Goodpasture. Zach Amanet looked like he was going to shoot it. He was up there and didn't let it fly and tried to pass at the last second. Ball got stolen away.
Probably should have took the shot. I thought he got in there pretty deep, had a pretty good look at it. Thought he should have let it go instead of trying to dump it inside.
It's 30-24. This is Coffey with it. Over to Simmons, a 3, goes again from the right side. Dawson Simmons from downtown, and it's a 9-point advantage. 35 seconds to play in the first half. Pickett County with the basketball. Zach Amanet with it, and they're going to call an offensive foul here on Hunter Wattenbarger. Him and Dawson Simmons were banging back and forth, and they tag Hunter Wattenbarger with the foul. Hunter, he's going to want an explanation after that one because both Simmons and Wattenbarger were going at it right there.
Yeah, we talked, in pregame, keeping your composure. It's going to be a lot of big moments in this game. Everybody's just got to keep their cool.
28 seconds on the clock. Livingston trying to take a double-digit lead. Lowhorn hits the ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Wildcats underneath the basket. 22.7 on the clock here for the Wildcats. They lead it 33-24. Ledbetter will take it out in the corner on the left side. Throws it into Bill Bree in the corner. He lost the handle on it. Will come back out to get it here on the near sideline with 18 seconds. He'll handle the basketball and wait to take the final shot. They start counting. It's going to be close to 5 seconds. It was at 4. 5 seconds to go now. Driving in, Coffee, a lot of contact, no call. Wattenbarger from 3/4 court over the backboard. 33-24, the halftime score. Livingston on top of the Pickett County Bobcats. It's been a fun first half, and it's going to be even more fun in the second half. We'll take a short break, be back, and break it down for you. That's coming up next.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here at halftime on UC Sports Nation, as they're going to recognize some veterans here. And shouldn't you be standing up here?
I think I will, Jacob.
There you go. Casey Bolden,
right
a veteran, so we salute him for his service. And thanks, partner. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
So halftime score 33-24. Right now, Livingston, they're playing some good basketball. Pickett County, they only had one field goal in that second quarter.
Yeah, Livingston's playing at a really high level right now. Hit a couple of threes right there to close out the second quarter. They're playing really good defensively as well. They've created some turnovers. They've not been able to let Zach Amanet really get into his rhythm. I thought Jacob Amanet really stepped up right there, had some big buckets. Pickett County, ultimately, they got to figure out how to take better care of the basketball, make sure they're getting a shot each possession. I think that the shots for Zach will end up starting going down. Need to figure out how to get him in a rhythm early as they can here in the second half.
That's the one thing that you're starting to see yet again is the absence of Will Amanet. They're not able to run the offense like they want to. They're not able to get as many open shots. Will's able to do that. He's able to knock down shots, but he also gets a lot of other people's shots. And so far right now, they're unable to do so. Let's break down the stats for you at a halftime here, 33-24. Mentioned it, only one field goal in that second quarter for Pickett County. They put up 10 points, but they hit 8 free throws in that second quarter. 9 points for Jacob Amanet, 6 for Zach, 2 for Caleb Lowhorn, 6 for Hunter Wattenbarger, and 2 for Heath Wattenbarger. On the other side, it's been a lot of Wildcats scoring the basketball and a lot of timely shots as well. They're being led by Hayden Ledbetter with 9 points. He had a triple in there. 5 points for Daniel Bilbrey, 5 for Dawson Simmons, 2 for Nick Choate. Isaac Story has a 3, 4 points for Brody Coffey, and 5 for Wyatt Hargis. So halftime score 33-24 in favor of the Livingston Wildcats. Can Pickett County slow them down in the transition? Can they start getting in a rhythm offensively? We'll find out coming up after this break. We'll take a break, come back, and hear from Raj Patel. We know you liked it so much in the first halftime. I liked it so much. I want to hear from Raj again. We're going to hear from him again. That's coming up right after this.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back here at halftime of Pickett County basketball. We're talking with senior Raj Patel of Pickett County, and Raj is a pretty smart guy over here. He placed 4th in the State Beta Club Convention Math Competition. Raj, kind of tell me a little bit about that. What was that experience like, and just kind of take me through that whole process?
Well, here at Pickett County, we don't have many students who are into math. I hear a lot of complaining about, I don't want to do math. I don't like math. And me over here, I'm like, I love math. I want to do math. And then Beta Club stuff comes around that time, and we have to choose who does what and like which student goes into which competition. And usually I go into math, so I went into math. And this time around it was like an online test, and you had 5 different attempts on it. And if you like go up to go to a new tab, they would like kick you out like almost immediately. And 5 different attempts, and I was like going through it, and I was like, this is kind of easy. And I was expecting it to be like really difficult because it was Beta Club, National Beta Club, 12th grade level math. I was like, this is gonna be difficult. But I went into it and I was like, this is pretty easy. So I just did it, and I was like thinking about doing another attempt. Then I was like, I don't really care that much. I don't think I'm gonna get it. So I'm just gonna sit there, not doing it anymore. Be like, yeah, I'm good, okay with this. And then the Beta Club convention comes around whenever they're going to announce the winners and stuff. We don't know. And apparently this time around, they didn't do it how they usually do. Usually they announce who has won, top 5, and then you have to go side stage and then take your plaque, go up on the stage, shake hands and stuff. But this time they do it through an app. They're like, check your apps, see who won, come side stage. And we didn't know that until we were in there, and the service in there was bonkers. It was not good. So we were all trying to download it, and none of us could download it. And so we were just like, yeah, no one won any of these usually, so we're just not going to do them. Not going to download it, not going to look at it. And I hear 5th place, this person from this school. And then I was in the process of telling one of my friends. One of my friends was like, dude, if you win, we're going to go crazy over here. Because anytime someone wins one of these competitions, everyone in the crowd goes crazy. And we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go crazy. And I was like, dude, there's no shot I'm winning. And as I was saying that, I'm not even like exaggerating, as I was saying that, no shot we're winning, I hear on the stage, 4th place, Raj Patel from Pickett County High School, and I jump up out of my seat, get on the seat, and start going, woohoo! And I like sprint side stage, get my plaque and everything and all that.
That's pretty cool. I kind of going back to what you said to start it, I'm kind of the same way where math was not my strong suit. So I'm understanding where your students are coming from. Well, you get a chance now to compete in the national convention in the summer of 2022. How do you prepare for something like that? Is it just kind of you mentioned it. You said you didn't even really, not necessarily care, but you were like, all right, if it happens, it happens. Is that kind of the same mentality going towards the national one?
I don't know about this one. This one's national. I might give it a little more effort, and I'll probably study a little beforehand because it's going to be in the summer, and I'll be pretty rusty on math.
Is math, so it sounds like there's more than just math competitions, is that correct? So have you done anything other than math before, or has it always just been math that you've kind of excelled in?
Well, I've excelled in math greatly, but the first time I went to Beta Club was in 10th grade. I did do science then. Math wasn't exactly my very strong suit. Some reason in junior year I started accelerating at a very fast pace, and back then I was more sciencey stuff. But I was still math, but science was like, oh, I'll do science, but I didn't get it then.
Gotcha. That's senior Raj Patel at Pickett County, 4th place in State Beta Club Convention Math Competition, and he will be going to the national convention in the summer of 2022. Raj, we appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me on.
This is Pickett County basketball. We'll be back in a moment.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanet Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanet Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanet Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanet Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here at Livingston, halftime comes to a close. 33-24, the score right now. Livingston leading by those 9 points, and they'll start out with the basketball here right in front of us on the near sideline. They'll take it out at half court. Ledbetter surveys and will inbound to Bilbrey. The starters back on for Pickett County, and one change for Livingston with Isaac Story not being able to play in this second half. That's Bilbrey staying in the game. He played pretty well in that first half. Here's Simmons, pass off to Bilbrey on the right wing. Bilbrey surveying around out near half court, being guarded by Jacob Amanet, driving in, pass off to Simmons, down low to Coffey. Coffey spinning around, had the ball knocked loose, get it back, and now it's loose on the ground, and a foul is called on Jacob Amanet down low. So Jacob Amanet tagged with his second. So now 3 different Bobcats with 2 fouls, and a credit to both Lowhorn and Zach. They both picked up 2 quick fouls to start off this game. They still have 2. Still 33-24, 30 seconds into this third quarter, and the Wildcats still with the basketball. Bilbrey in the corner to Ledbetter. Will get it back to Bilbrey, top of the key. Find left wing to Simmons. Simmons drives in, dumps it off, ball out of bounds. And it's going to go to Pickett County. Good defensive set there, guarded for about 45 seconds, and they come away with the basketball.
Yeah, really active hands, and I noticed too, out in passing lanes right there, trying to really prevent the ball from getting where Livingston wants to be to get it set up their offense.
So the Bobcats only had 1 field goal in that third quarter. Can they try to muster up some points here in the third? They look for Heath Wattenbarger down low, and the foul was called on Hayden Ledbetter.
It's one of those AT&T calls right there, Jacob. The far official from way opposite the floor had to come in there and get that. Got 2 guys standing there who missed it.
And now an offensive foul. That's going to be on Caleb Lowhorn. So as they inbound the ball, Lowhorn trying to create some space. He's tagged with his third, and that's already the team's second here in the second half. There's a pass down low to Ledbetter. He got open, missed the shot though, and the rebound picked up by Pickett County. So nobody on the board yet in the second half. Amanet in the corner to Hunter. Takes the triple, he knocks it down. Man, did they need that, and did Hunter need that himself? He's got 9 points and makes it 33-27.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Hunter's the motor of this team. We need to get him going right here.
He pokes that ball out of bounds. It's going to stay with Livingston. He thought it went last off of Ledbetter, and him and Ledbetter, I should say, Hunter and the referee having a conversation about it. Hunter disagreed profusely. Ledbetter will take it out here for Livingston, throw it over the top and find Coffey. The ball was tipped by Wattenbarger. Now Bilbrey has it for the Wildcats. Another whistle and a foul called on Nick Choate. Choate was going up against Lowhorn. And so a lot of whistles to start out this second half. 4 fouls already called, and we're only a minute and a half in.
Yeah, Choate's a lot bigger guy than Caleb Lowhorn is. Caleb stood his ground in there. Choate just trying to push him around like a shopping cart. Official picked up a foul.
6-point advantage for the Wildcats. Pickett County with the basketball. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger on the right side, asking for a screen from Lohorn. Doesn't use it, instead goes past his defender. Blocked from behind by Simmons, and they'll call the foul on Simmons in the process on the body. He looked like he was clean on the ball, but the body got into him a little bit. That'll send Hunter Wattenbarger to the line for 2.
Nice little crossover dribble right there to allow him to get away from his defender and get to the rack.
He kind of baited him into that screen that was being set by Lohorn, acted like he was going to take it, and then went quickly back the other way. First free throw good from Hunter, and then a 30-second timeout taken by Livingston. If you're the Bobcats, that's pretty much how you wanted to start. You were down 33-24. You've gone on a 4-0 run, possibly a 5 to start out this third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, things starting good for Pickett County. They've got a rhythm. Hunter Wattenbarger hits a big 3 right there. Hopefully gives the Bobcats a little bit of confidence. They did not shoot the ball extremely well in the first half. Feel like it had a lid on the bucket. Maybe that shot gets the motor going right here for the team.
It's 33-28 before the second free throw taken by Hunter Wattenbarger. He's shot it fairly well so far in this game. He's 3 of 4 from the stripe, and he'll have another chance at it after this timeout concludes. 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. Wattenbarger will be at the line. Goes it once with the left hand, twice with the right, lets it fly and rattles it home. Wattenbarger with 5 in the second half already. He's got all 5 for Pickett County, good for 11 on the ball game. This is Bilbrey on the left wing for the Wildcats, trying to go past Amanet. The ball was poked and back into the hands of the Wildcats. Hargis left side to Ledbetter, lost the handle, puts up the shot, and somehow got the floater to go. Then never really had a handle on the ball and just decided to put it up near the hoop, and things happen when you do that.
That was a tough shot.
35-29 now. Zach Amanet to the basket, off the glass, and well, if he can't get it to go from deep, take it to the rack. He finds 2 points. That's his first field goal of the game. He's got 8 now. 35-31, back to a 4-point advantage. Wildcats in the middle. Coffey, a good move on Zach, and Coffey is able to get 2 points.
Yeah, he just backed him down low, got it right by the goal. Easy bucket right there.
Down low is Wattenbarger. He got to the hoop. He'll lay it up and in with a little English. Hunter Wattenbarger, he's starting to take over here in the second half. Back to 4 points, 37-33. Hargis with it now for the Wildcats. Gets to the middle of the lane. That's going to be, they call a foul. So you got one referee calling a travel. You got another one calling a foul. And the foul is called on Heath Wattenbarger. 37-33, a 4-point advantage. Livingston will have the basketball after the foul call on Heath Wattenbarger. 4:58 to play here in the third. Hargis on the left wing, a very deep triple, very short. Ledbetter saves it from going out of bounds, but into the hands of Zach Amanet. Out in front is Heath Wattenbarger. He'll go up and he'll lay it in with the left hand.
I think Zach ended up into the bench over there saving the ball. Got it up court. Easy bucket.
37-35 now. Bobcats trail by just 2. Hargis with it at the 10-foot volleyball line. Heath playing some good defense on him. Bilbrey's going to hold it out here on the near sideline, being guarded by Jacob Amanet. Bilbrey dribbling around. Pass over right side to Ledbetter. Ledbetter tries to penetrate, gets stopped short by Wattenbarger with 4:13 on the clock. Wildcats leading by 2. Hargis left baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Heath Wattenbarger, and then a foul on the rebound off the ball on Dawson Simmons. Just shoved Zach Amanet to the ground.
Simmons is a big old physical guy in there. He's almost got into it one time with Caleb Lohorn. That time he just put somebody on the ground. He's a big physical guy.
He gets his second foul, 37-35. The Bobcats a chance to tie or take the lead. And Zach Amanet draws some contact, and the foul going to be called on Daniel Bilbrey.
Foul on Daniel Bilbrey.
So Bilbrey picks up his third. Choke going to come in here for Dawson Simmons. That's probably a smart sub there. Simmons was, you mentioned it, there's going to be a lot of emotions in this game. You got to try to keep him in check, and that's a pretty good sub to get Simmons out and let him rest a little bit. And Heath Wattenbarger left wide open on the inbounds. Will just lay it up and in. And a timeout taken by Livingston as the Pickett County Bobcats have tied this game up at 37 with 3:53 to play in the third. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here in the Durward Vaughn Memorial Gymnasium, tied up at 37. Bobcats back into this ball game. Livingston will have the basketball out of the timeout. Bilberry's got it. We'll find Hargis on the left wing. Hargis drives into the basket, puts up the shot, and gets it to fall over Wattenbarger.
Heath Wattenbarger's got to be a little more controlled on his closeout right there. He got out there, got himself out of control.
At the other end, Heath Wattenbarger, another finish. He gets the putback that time. He's got 6 points in the third quarter alone and ties the game up at 39.
Yeah, he ran the floor well, was able to get the rebound, put it back in. Great shot.
Bilberry on the right wing, goes past Jacob Amanet, finds Ledbetter, will then find Coffey, top of the key. Aiden drives in, got the ball poked away, will get it back and find Hargis on the left side, fakes the three, pulls up from 17 feet, it's short, no good, and Hunter Wattenbarger skies for the rebound. He'll bring it up now. Wattenbarger, left wing, goes past the defender to the basket, draws the contact, and he'll be at the line for two of them. Who's the foul called on? That's going to be on Nick Choate. So Nick Choate tagged with the foul. That'll be his second, and the team's sixth. So team's sixth foul, and there's 2:57 to play in the third quarter, so one more foul, and it sends Pickett County to the line for the rest of the game.
Yeah, could end up shooting a lot of free throws here.
And now they're going to pause play to wipe up some of the perspiration on the floor. It's Hunter Wattenbarger at the line for a couple of freebies. First one is good. Tell you what, he's taken over here in this second half already. He's already got 8 points in this third quarter, still 3 minutes to play. Wattenbarger will try it again. Second free throw is short, fighting for his own rebound. Lowhorn actually poked it away from him. Ledbetter with the basketball now for Livingston. On the left wing, Hargis faking another three, pulling up from 15 feet, in and out, no good, and Hunter Wattenbarger another rebound. Wattenbarger will bring it up here on the near sideline. Wattenbarger crosses over, middle of the lane, skip it to Zach in the corner. He'll fire the three, that's short. Heath, a weak side rebound, and they're gonna say he stepped out of bounds. So Heath Wattenbarger steps on the line. He actually found Zach Amanet streaking to the basket for a deuce. So instead of 2 points, it's a turnover. But Pickett County with a 1 point lead, 40-39. 2.5 to play here in the third.
And they're playing with a lot more energy right here in the third quarter too, Jacob. They've turned it up a notch defensively.
You can see those emotions starting to come out, and they just call a double foul? They call it on Lowhorn. They do call it on Lowhorn. Lowhorn gets tagged with a foul down low. That's his fourth foul. So Eli Reagan gonna have to come in here. So Lowhorn just battling down low. Here's a good inbounds to Choate right away, but he missed the bunny and then fouls over the back going for the rebound. That's a tough sequence for Nick Choate. So that's going to mean free throws as well. There's 2:18 on the clock here in the third quarter, and it's going to send the Bobcats to the line for one in bonus.
And that kind of equalizes the Caleb Lowhorn having to go sit on the bench. You got Choate on their side having to go. Kind of equals things out right there a little bit.
At the line, Eli Reagan for a one in bonus. Rattling around, couldn't get it. And they call a foul. Okay, they called a foul on Easton Goodpasture. Heath Wattenbarger was skying for the rebound, and Goodpasture rooted him out. They call the foul on Goodpasture. So that'll be his first, and now that means one in bonus for Heath Wattenbarger. So Eli Reagan could not connect on the front end. Heath is going to try his hand at it. The 8th team foul on Livingston, and Heath is able to knock down the first. Heath actually played very well against Livingston the first time out. He had 11 points, and he went 7 of 8 from the line. Goes 2 of 2 that time. And playing very well. He's got 10 points. 42-39. It's a 3-point advantage for the Bobcats here in the third quarter with 2:12 to play. This is Ledbetter, middle of the lane, puts up the runner with the left hand. It's short, rebounded by Heath, and he'll find Hunter, who will clear it away. Wattenbarger with the basketball, left wing, crosses over between the legs. Skip it over to Eli Reagan, top of the key will find Zach, who takes the 3. That's short, and rebounded again by the Bobcats. Jacob Amanet with the basketball this time, off to Hunter. Hunter, he's got a lane to the baseline if he wants it, doesn't take it. Passes over to Jacob Amanet, will set up an offense. Pass over to Zach Amanet, right wing now. Zach looking for a screen, slipped it, was Hunter to the right baseline. He's got the basketball in the middle of the lane, drawing some contact, and he'll be at the line for 2. And the foul going to be called on Hargis, his 4th.
Pickett County can almost get this 2-man game, this pick and roll. They can almost have what they want. Got it down in there deep that time. Wattenbarger's able to get him off his feet. Go into it. He's going to shoot 2 free throws right here. Look for that continually right here. I think they can use that and work for additional points right here, Jacob.
Wattenbarger misses on the first attempt. He'll have another one coming up. 1:32 to play in the third. It's 42-39. Wattenbarger a second free throw. Dawson Simmons checked into the ball game for Hargis, who picked up his 4th foul. Second free throw, good. This is Coffey with the basketball for the Wildcats. Gets to the basket, puts up the runner, couldn't get it to fall, and Amanet skying for the rebound. Zach will clear it away to his brother Jacob. Jacob will bring it up the court now, all the way to the basket, runs into a brick wall of Dawson Simmons, make that Easton Goodpasture, and Jacob Amanet going to be tagged with the offensive foul. Looked like a lot of just out of control there, but the offensive foul tagged on Jacob Amanet.
Yeah, he's coming in full speed to the basket. Really should have just picked up his dribble, shot it, or kicked it back out.
And Coach Amanet wants a timeout. It's 43-39 with 1:18 to play in the third. We'll be back in a minute right here on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes security sales consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Out of the timeout taken by Pickett County. They lead by 4, 43-39. Casey, get this, 17 points from the Wattenbarger brothers alone here in the third quarter, and only 2 points from anybody else. That's Zach Amanet with the 2.
Yeah, we talked about others having to step up. Heath Wattenbarger's really picked up his game tonight.
1:10 to play here in the third quarter. Wildcats with the basketball. Simmons, top of the key, will bounce it off to Goodpasture. Goodpasture trying to drive in on Heath Wattenbarger. Will give it over to Ledbetter. Back to Goodpasture down low. Lost it. Goes up with it. Couldn't get it. Wattenbarger the rebound. Hunter's got it. Top of the key to the basket. Lost his footing, and he was trying to plant to go up. Lost his footing in the process, and that'll be the travel on Hunter Wattenbarger.
Yeah, should have just went ahead and laid it up with the left hand. He tried the Euro step to get his guy to come through. Just lay it up.
That's what Coach Amanet was yelling at him. Just go up with it. At the other end, Coffey to the basket, couldn't get it, and Wattenbarger another rebound. He'll give it off to his brother Heath, who will clear it away. 37 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 43-39, Bobcats on top by 4. They've got the basketball. This is Zach Amanet out near half court, just holding the ball. Wasting time, 24 seconds. They'll go 5 wide again and just spread the floor. Zach Amanet trying to step through, 19 seconds, drives to the basket, bounce off to Eli Reagan. Give it off to Hunter Wattenbarger. And that's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pickett County here on the near sideline, right in front of the cheerleaders. 43-39, there's 13.2 seconds on the clock. Pickett County will have the basketball. Jacob Amanet will trigger it into the co-freshman Eli Reagan. Reagan finds Zach on the wing. 8 seconds for Zach in the middle of the lane. Puts up the shot. No call on the contact, but then stepped out of bounds was Coffee. So Pickett County still with another chance with 4 seconds on the clock.
See what Pickett County can dial up right here for this inbounds play. See if they can get a shot off here before the end of the quarter.
4 seconds. Jacob Amanet to trigger it in for the Bobcats. Throws it into Heath Wattenbarger. Back to Jacob. Puts up a little floater. He got it to go. What a pass from Heath Wattenbarger and a good finish from Jacob Amanet. That's how you finish a quarter. The Bobcats on top after 3. 45-39. They only gave up 6 points in that third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Keisling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Keisling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Keisling Insurance or visit them online at KeislingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
About to start the fourth quarter here from Livingston. And the Bobcats on top, 45-39. Casey, do we have some scores from around the area to check?
Yeah, UC Sports Nation scoreboard, Jacob. We've got a final. York Institute took down Clay County. They needed overtime to do it, 56-53. Really good game up there in Jamestown. And then also, Upperman goes down to the as Samco Classic down in Orlando, takes down Trenton, Florida, 57-24. One last update, Jacob, talking to some fans before the game. Caleb Lowhorn, he's got family listening all the way into Florida on this game. So, hi, Rita from Caleb and all of his family.
Hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in here on the broadcast to start out this fourth quarter. Bobcats with the basketball. Hunter Wattenbarger bullying his way down to the basket will find 2 points. He's got 16 in this ball game. It's 47-39.
Yeah, he's got his swagger going. He's got his mojo going. He's feeling it right now, Jacob.
I mentioned it going into the break. The Wildcats only scored 6 points in that third quarter. Bobcats playing some good defense and rebounding the basketball. This time a foul is going to be called on Heath Wattenbarger down low. It's going to be the second foul on Heath and the team's 6th. That'll send Nick Choate to the line for a couple of freebies. He's been a good player this season, but only 2 points tonight. They've held him in check so far. That free throw will go down for Nick Choate. 47-40 the score with 7:27 remaining in this ball game. And second free throw good. 4 points now for the senior. Pickett County will have the basketball. They lead it by 6. This is Zach Amanet, free throw line extended right side, looking for a screen. Instead pulls up for a triple. It's short, no good, and he still has not made a triple in this ball game. Another missed one. Bilbrey on the left wing now for Livingston. A whistle is going to be called on Nick Choate offensively again, and that is his 4th. Him and Heath Wattenbarger battling down low.
Yeah, it's just an unnecessary foul. They're jockeying for position. They've got him once, now they've got him twice. Figure he'll learn here in a few minutes. They're going to call that.
47-41, 4 fouls now on Nick Choate. Heath Wattenbarger looking for a back cut by his brother Hunter, but good defense by Hargis, who was trailing him and just had his hand up. His head wasn't even looking at the basketball, but good defense and a steal for the Wildcats. Here is Hargis with the basketball. Hand off to Bilbrey. He'll take the 3 from the top of the key. It's off to the right, no good, and rebounded by Zach Amanet. He'll hand it off to his brother Jacob, who will bring it up. 6.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Jacob Amanet across the timeline will move it into the hands of Hunter Wattenbarger on the right side. He'll jab right, go left, spin around, and spin back towards the high post, backing down his defender. A turnaround jumper is kissed off the window for 2.
Really nice. That's hard to guard right there.
It's 49-41 with 6:15 to play in the fourth. Ledbetter with the basketball on the top of the key for the Wildcats. We'll find Hargis on the right side. Coming off the screen, Bilbrey to the basket. Too much English on it, but rebounded on the weak side. Back up and in for Wyatt Hargis. 9 points for Hargis. 6-point advantage still for the Bobcats here with 5:55 on the clock. This is Hunter Wattenbarger with the basketball, top of the key. Wattenbarger lost the handle on it. Still dribbling around, gets a screen from Reagan. Now will pull up from the top of the key and knock it down. Hunter Wattenbarger, have yourself a day.
Hunter Wattenbarger, he's got his motor running. He's feeling a little swagger. He's feeling it, Jacob.
He's got 21 in this ball game, 29 against Coffee County. This time they're up by 9, 52-43. We got a foul on the ball called on Zach Amanet. That'll be his third. So that's the thing, closing down here in the last 5.5 minutes. They're going to start to run into some foul trouble. Lowhorn's got 4, Zach with 3, and Jacob with 3. They've actually done a really nice job of playing with fouls. At the line is going to be Bilbrey to make that one in bonus. Couldn't get it to go on the first attempt. So Bilbrey misses on the first attempt. Press put on by Livingston, but broken by the Bobcats, and I think Amanet just lost the ball there, straight into the hands of Eli Reagan, who was in the right spot at the right time for 2 points.
Hey, still gets an assist for Zach.
54-43, 5:05 to play in the ball game as Zach pinches down to steal it away. The ball's loose on the ground, picked up by Jacob. Make that Eli Reagan, still loose, and that might be the 5th foul on Nick Choate if they call it on him. He tried to swat down on the basketball to steal it away. And instead they call it on Coffee, or on Bilbrey. So instead of the 5th foul on Choate, it'll be the 4th foul on Bilbrey, and it's going to send Jacob Amanet, the freshman, to the line for 2 freebies. 4:56 to play in the ball game. Bobcats up by 11, trying to add on. Very short on the attempt was Jacob Amanet. Aiden Coffey checks back in for the Wildcats along with Dawson Simmons. That'll send the 2 players with 4 fouls and Choate and Bilbrey to the bench. Second free throw good for Jacob Amanet. He's got 13 points in this ball game. It's been fairly quiet. He had 5 in the first quarter. Since then, just some free throws and a 2-pointer. 55-43. Coffey driving to the basket. He's going to be tagged. And a foul called on Zach Amanet. That's his 4th.
Yeah, he just the last couple of possessions, Zach hadn't really had good guarding position. Needs to figure out, get his rear end down and slide with the ball. He's trying to get over there about a step late.
So going to the line is going to be the senior Aiden Coffey. First free throw, no good. It was a 1 in bonus. So again, struggling to shoot free throws are the Wildcats. Bobcats come across the timeline. Down low, Wattenbarger lost the handle on it. He gets fouled, and he'll be at the line. And that's going to be called on Dawson Simmons. That's now his 3rd.
Foul on Hayden Ledbetter.
I beg your pardon. Hayden Ledbetter got tagged with it. It is his 3rd, though. And Hunter Wattenbarger will be at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Up by 12 with 4:37 to play in the ball game. First free throw, short again. I know they're up by 12, but if they're not careful, they don't knock down these free throws. There's a lot of time left on that clock. We've seen Livingston, they can get hot. They did in the second quarter.
Yeah, you almost have to think if you're Pickett County right here, Livingston Academy, they're going to make a run. Just got to figure out how to sustain it.
Second free throw good for Hunter Wattenbarger. It's 56-43 with 4.5 to play in this ball game. Coffey on the right wing. Coffey dribbling with the left hand, looking around. We'll find Ledbetter, top of the key, will penetrate to the basket, and it should be a charge. Wow, they call a block. That's going to be Caleb Lowhorn's 5th foul. Caleb Lowhorn was there for about 3 seconds. Kid you not, 3 seconds, and he gets tagged with the blocking foul. He never moved. He was a statue. To say the least, I disagree with the call. That'll send Hayden Ledbetter to the line for 2 freebies. So Caleb Lowhorn fouls out of the ball game, and Ledbetter knocks down the first free throw for his 12th point. So here we go, 4:23, and we've already had the first Bobcat foul out of the ball game. Zach Amanet also has 4 fouls and 2 good free throws from the Wildcats. Makes it 56-45, an 11-point advantage here for the Bobcats, and a turnover. Wildcats out in front. Coffey lays it in with the right hand. Brody Coffey with his 8th point. Jacob Amanet in the backcourt with Eli Reagan, gets it up to Hunter Wattenbarger. Wattenbarger picks up his dribble, will bounce it off to his brother Heath, give it over to Jacob at half court. They're just sending two players at any player who's got the ball, just trying to trap and create some chaos. Down low, Heath, dump off Eli Reagan, blocked off the backboard, behind from Ledbetter. Livingston on the break now. Dawson Simmons with it. Ledbetter, top of the key, will bounce it off to Coffey. He'll drive in, hand it off to Simmons, who will penetrate to the basket, put it up off the glass, and it was altered by Heath Wattenbarger. Good defense by Heath. 3.5 to play in this ball game. It's an 11-point advantage for Pickett County, 56-47. Heath Wattenbarger in the middle of the zone will pass out to Jacob Amanet. Now he's got it again, skipping in the corner to Eli Reagan. They're just going to move the ball around. They're up by 11, just have to take care of the basketball. Amanet left open, goes up, lost the handle on it. Rebound loose, picked up by Heath Wattenbarger. Pickett County will just run it again. Hunter Wattenbarger here on the near sideline. Gets it in the middle to his brother Heath. Into the corner to Reagan. Back out to Hunter. They're just kind of running almost a triangle offense here on the near side. Now Hunter's just going to dribble through it and give it over to Jacob on the right side. They're just playing keep away. And now they're going to start fouling as Livingston because, well, they have to. Pickett's up by 9, 56-47, but it's 2 free throws every time for Pickett County.
Yeah, they ran that little 1-3-1 right there, trying to get a trap or trying to get a turnover. Pickett actually handled the pressure really well, getting the ball right there to the center.
First free throw good from Jacob Amanet. And second one good as well. He's got 15 points in this ball game now. It's 58-47, back to an 11-point advantage. This is Ledbetter, left baseline, tried to wrap a pass around. It was loose for a second, then picked back up by the Wildcats with 2:40 to play in the ball game. Aiden Coffey, middle of the lane, kick it out to Ledbetter. A 3, no good. Weak side rebound, though, for Dawson Simmons. The Wildcats try it again. Aiden Coffey inside the lane. The pass is picked off by the Bobcats, and now they can go. Jacob Amanet at half court, throws it over to Hunter Wattenbarger on the right side. And then they'll slow it up and set up their spread floor offense yet again. Heath, down low, Zach Amanet, wide open, lays it up and in for the 2 points. He's got 10. So, hasn't hit a 3, but he's into double figures, and it's 60-47 with 2:05 to play in the ball game. Ledbetter, top of the key, pass off to Hargis. Hargis dribbling around, surveying, finds Simmons in the deep left corner. Simmons trying to drive left baseline, dumped it off, and the pass is picked off by the Bobcats. Wattenbarger out front to the basket, draws the contact. He'll be at the line for 2, and that foul called on Hayden Ledbetter, his 4th.
Foul on Hayden Ledbetter, his 4th.
So Hayden Ledbetter has 4, Daniel Bilbrey has 4, Nick Choate has 4, Wyatt Hargis has 4. So 4 players with 4 fouls for this Livingston team. This Pickett County Bobcats team, they were into double bonus even before the 4th quarter started. And Hunter knocks down the first attempt. Couple subs coming in, few subs coming in for Livingston. Bilbrey back in along with Easton Goodpasture. And they're going to say that Cole Harris wasn't at the table in time before he was set to come in. So he will come in after this free throw if it's good, and it is. Wattenbarger knocks down another. He's been at the line quite a bit tonight. 62-47, it's a 15-point advantage for Pickett County here at Livingston with 1:46 to play in the game. Bilbrey's got it, top of the key. Hand it off to Hargis. Hargis jabs with the right foot. Now he'll drive to the left to the basket and put up the runner with the right hand and get it to fall. That was a nice move from Wyatt Hargis. He's into double figures with 11. Jacob Amanet handling the basketball. Zach Amanet now right baseline to the basket, draws the contact, and he'll be at the line. That foul going to be called on Easton Goodpasture. He might have to be in the all-name fame name? I don't know what I'm going for there, but Easton Goodpasture, that's a pretty darn good name. Zach Amanet at the line, knocks down the freebie.
You know, we talked in the pregame, one of the keys to the game, you know, both sides needed to really go to the line and shoot a high percentage. Pickett County's really shot free throws well here in the second half.
Yeah, I'll have to count them up after the game because they've shot so many that off the top of my head, I can't do that many tallies. 64-49, 1:20 to play. Bilbrey down low, draws the contact. He'll be at the line. That foul going to be called on Jacob Amanet. That is his 4th. And Daniel Bilbrey will be going to the line. If you're Livingston, you're down 15 points. You got to do everything you can to stop the clock, get some points on the board. So that's what Bilbrey's doing here. Tried to take it to the basket. He did so, and he'll be at the line for 2 freebies. Knocks down the first. Some of the fans heading for the exits, they think the Bobcats can hold on for the final 118 of this ball game. Unless there was Reggie Miller in the building, I think they're probably going to. 64-51 after 2 good free throws from Bilbrey. Almost a careless turnover. It's loose on the ground, and diving on the ground is Simmons, still loose, and the Bobcats finally pick it up. Hunter Wattenbarger with it. He's at half court, being guarded by Coffey. Throws it over to Zach Amanet. Down low to Heath Wattenbarger. Lays it up, missed it. Rebound out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pickett County. So 51 seconds on the clock, and that's pretty much all but over. It's 64-51. Tell you what, Pickett County played a heck of a second half, especially in that third quarter, just to get the lead, and then kept playing some hard-nosed defense.
Yeah, they're down, 9 at the half. Really came out in the second or third quarter, really made a statement. Been able to hit some shots, get some guys going. Played really nice here in the second half. Also turned the defensive intensity up quite a bit.
This is Zach Amanet dribbling out near half court with the basketball for Pickett County. They just got to waste the final 42 seconds on the clock, and we'll see if they try to do that here. We'll see if Livingston does anything about it. Hunter Wattenbarger just kind of toying with the newly checked in player for Livingston, then throws it in the corner to Eli Reagan, and the Bobcats just moving the ball around. Zach Amanet driving in towards the basket, comes to a stop, kick it out to Jacob on the wing. 20 seconds. It's keep away time for the Bobcats. Big win here for the Bobcats. Beat them in the first game, but this one they're going to feel a little better about, especially after being down early on and coming back in the second half. And Pickett County, a little bit of a sarcastic cheer from their students, chanting the Hawkeye chant. 64-51, the final score in this one. Pickett County comes in to Livingston and knock off the Wildcats on their home court and go 2-0 against them in the series this year. We'll take a short break, come back and break it down for you. Keep it tuned in right here to UC Sports Nation.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here on the post-game report, brought to you by Union Bank. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. The Pickett County Bobcats come into Livingston and knock off the Wildcats 64-51, the final score in this one. Pickett County was down at the half 33-24. They put up 40 points in that second half. And, well, they held Livingston to a little bit less and win this one 64-51. Played a very, very good second half. Casey, how'd they get the job done?
Yeah, we think back to some of the keys for the game. We know Zach Amanet and Hunter Wattenbarger. We know they're going to get theirs. But who were the other players that were going to step up in those big situations? I think back, Heath Wattenbarger had a really nice game, had a lot of rebounds. And then Jacob Amanet, he played pretty well, had a few turnovers. He's a freshman, but I think he grew up a lot tonight. Got some great minutes, got some great production out of both those guys. They're going to need those to make a deep run in the postseason.
They beat them by 22 in the second half, outscored them 40-18 to win by a final score of 64-51. A lot of different players stepped up in this one, played very, very well. You mentioned Jacob Amanet unofficially. I've got him for 15 points. Zach Amanet had 12. He didn't hit a 3 in this ballgame. He only had 2 field goals and still had 12 points. So he was able to get to the line and able to knock down his free throws, and we'll see what he can do coming up next week in the Christmas tournament at Oneida. Caleb Lowhorn, he had 2 points, battling that foul trouble all the way throughout, but Livingston, they had more foul trouble than Pickett County did. 24 points for Hunter Wattenbarger, 12 points for Heath, and 2 for Eli Reagan. On the other side for the Livingston Wildcats, they were led by Hayden Ledbetter with 13 of them, 11 thanks to Wyatt Hargis, 8 for Brody Coffey, 3 for Isaac Story, 4 for Nick Choate. Dawson Simmons had 5, and 7 for Daniel Bilbrey. Final score 64-51. Really big win for this Pickett County Bobcats team. They improved to 8-2 on the season. The Livingston Wildcats fall to 4-5. The Lady Bobcats, they fall to 9-3, while the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats improve to 9-1. Well, next up, it's Christmas tournament season time, and the Bobcats, they're heading all the way over to Oneida. We'll be there with them. It starts on Monday. The first game for the Bobcats will be at 11:30. That's when the boys will take on Knox Christian. That's going to be a fun game. The girls will be after that one at 1 p.m. We'll have coverage of all of it starting at about 11:15, depending on if there's a game before then. I believe that's the first game of the day for the boys and for that tournament. So we should be able to start right at 11:15. And then after that, well, we'll have to see if they win or they lose. It's a double elimination tournament. It's got a bracket going all the way out to a 7th place game, so they are guaranteed to play in 3 games, and we'll be there for all of them, no matter the time, no matter if it's 10 in the morning or 8:30 at night, because that's when the times range. So it's going to be a fun couple of days for us next week in Oneida. We're looking forward to it, though. The Bobcats, they get a big win here tonight on the boys' side. On the girls' side, it was a tough week, and you're playing 2 very, very good basketball teams. Casey, any final thoughts from the 2 games?
Yeah, I think this has been a really great week. We played 4 games. Pickett County did. Only won 1 of them. But I think learned a lot about both teams this week. Both teams very capable of making a deep postseason run. I think, Zach Amanet is still in a little shooting slump. He's going to work on that over the weekend. Look for him to get back in the normal way of Zach Amanet next week. Jacob, lastly, I'm looking forward to the tournament next week. It's going to be a great time over there. I hope fans can tune in that can't be there, whether you're at work or you're at home. Just hit that like and subscribe button and join us next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. You can find it on our YouTube channel at Stonecom Radio. You can also find a link to it on our website, ucsportsnation.com. Scroll all the way down. It'll be towards the bottom left, and you'll see Pickett County Basketball. You click on that. It'll take you to our YouTube channel where all of the broadcasts are. If you miss one, you can go back and listen to it. I put the upcoming ones up there as well the day of the game, sometimes the night before, but usually the day of the game. That's going to do it for us here from Livingston. Livingston girls win the girls' game 66-44. On the boys' side, the Bobcats win it 64-51. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Livingston. We'll talk to you from Oneida Monday morning.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, always accepting new patients.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanet Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanet Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanet Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanet Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today. 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautоспot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.